Presidential running mate to Atiku Abubakar in 2007, Senator Ben Obi, who's also the chairman of the Governing Council of the American University of Nigeria in Yola. Thank you very much indeed, Senator Obi, for joining us. I know you've got a little bit of a problem with sort of the dying embers of malaria, so thank you for taking the time and agreeing to talk to us. So you heard a bit of that clip there from Governor Hope Uzodimma, the governor's resolving to interface with the president, to use Mr. Uzodimma's words, to try to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu. What's your reaction to that?
Thank you very much, Charles, and a very good evening to Nigerians. And, I'm glad you have me on this program this evening. First of all, I must salute the candid performance of solidarity exhibited by President Obasanjo, Secretary General Emeka Yoku, the Obi of Onitsha, and the President of Ohaneze in showing solidarity with the governors of the Southeast in quest of pursuing the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Various bodies have spoken in favor of his release. You will recall that Edwin Clark has spoken again and again. Adebanjo has spoken. The courts also spoke. Ohaneze again and again has spoken. I do believe that the best interest of every and any government is where it is possible to secure peace and tranquility. And if there is anybody that will contribute immensely in securing peace and tranquility in any region or zone, our duty is to encourage to have that person play that role. More so when the issue at hand is more to do with somebody considered to be a political captive. But I'm happy also that the governors of the Southeast region finally came together, amongst other matters, deliberated on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and have agreed to work hand in gloves in meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in resolving the issue. I must confess I have a good relationship with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I know how he operates politically. I think he listens, and I believe that he still listens. I do not see, if all these great Nigerians have come together, calling upon him as the commander-in-chief to let Nnamdi Kanu off the hook, I do not believe he would not listen to them. I believe very strongly that the president I know will listen to these great minds and let Nnamdi Kanu off the hook so we can try and resolve the security implications in the Southeast.
Right,
and
okay.
In addition to all of that,
right,
I just want you to know that when a child is crying and pointing the finger in one direction, it's either the father or the mother is in that direction. All of us are saying the same thing. Let Nnamdi Kanu be free. And I don't think we can all be stupid at the same time. So I want to plead joint hands with the governors of the Southeast Forum to plead with President Ahmed Bola Tinubu to do the needful.
Right. Thank you for that.
Keep accepting, or they go decline. You know, say now leadership is the real problem. When you see insecurity everywhere, now say employment or engagement no day. When you see court killings everywhere, now say engagement no day. And see now one thing they lead to another. Before girl carry belle for man, if I greet her, how are you, fine girl? Now from there it start. You see, our people must come to a spot where they will know. Say, you don't need to even go school to know what's good for you and what's not good for you. And they particularly use one thing, they beg those our people in their villages, because if politicians want rig election, it target rural community. But you see, this time God don't target all of them. Now he make us from the Young Progressive Party come be the bullet when God take target them. Why I talk so? Last election they spread money, the people defied them. The people's will prevailed in Edo. So whether or not at national level, they do what they do. But I'm glad that in Edo will be counted tomorrow as a very progressive-minded state. You see, now that unction of say it is possible that Edo will create a government when the effect go spiral around Nigeria. Now that possibility now we share for the Paul Okumbawa mandate. Country people, now maybe the candidate of the Young Progressive Party. If you ask me now, what do you do for a living? I don't get political appointment before. I don't get power and get money. I be ordinary person like you. Now the thing won't take blessing for this town. Now I still live on. When I started some years ago, when they call gorilla brains, una embrace them. Una give me mind. Una give me impetus. Una make sure say hunger don't quantize my enemy. Now that same mind, I can say, okay, make I push school when they call Cavalry Crown Academy. You shall say, the little one I give me, I have been able to, through due diligence, build down to such that it has become a community. Today, before I even turned 40, I had more than 500 persons when they work for me across 24 lecture centers, across 5 schools, car wash, laundry, restaurants, and the small bakery when I still get a package 1 or 2. Okay, say, Unataka say, he when they faithful in a little, be faithful in a lot. Now me come tell people say, if you want to make people when they born today a fool at 40, and yet you not say life begins at 40. If that baby experience 5 governors when I do back to back 2 terms, at the end of the admission of 5 governors, that baby will be 40 years old. You when you hear the sound of my voice, you be 50 now, you don't die then, you're 90 years old. At 90, you are not of use anymore. You are not depending on your children or in society well. At that level, if you are 20 now, you'll be 60. If 5 governors maga our life again, your life will remain just the way it is. It's not going to improve, because we need to search deep. Say, big man not really get our time. We must make reference particularly to the ideas when the people they share. Now make me come talk and say, I get healthcare package. Okay, Kuku. This healthcare package when I get so. Now don't be like say, who don't they work? Don't they pay tax? Or who do they tear ticket for? Because even the one they tear ticket for keke, for minibus, for taxi, now those people they pay the biggest tax. Because when you quantize their tax together, so they collect some 1.5 a day, some 800 a day. They don't harmonize the tax. Local government go cut here. If you go to local, that one will cut. Then inside, chairman chop money, they inside too. You see, we can't look and say they use all this money to set up political actors.
So now, if you was able with a follow now, say that healthcare, what do you need to do for the people?
Now, so Gakuku, is it possible at all? Say, what happen to my papa, mama, no happen to anybody. Why? Because healthcare and I fail them. In my own design, we will get at least 20 hospitals for a local government. Cottage hospital go day, clinics go day, maternity go day. Why we try to push for at least 1 specialist hospital? You know why? Edo population as of today, Google will tell you 4,774,000. Meanwhile, in reality, the last time Google check, or the last time they do count, Edo population, in my own opinion, don't they go like 6 million, if not more than. You see, I say, how 6 million persons, when they get medical emergency, want to use only Irua specialist hospital, want to use only specialist hospital for Saple Road, or Stella Obasanjo, or the only for Donut. How can 6 million persons be depending on such healthcare? Now I want us, okay, make we dualize, just like the way they take run telecom, come open up from night to hand, all the other telecom company can come in. So me come to say, if we save up taxes, let's say 30% of taxes for whoever we cut ticket for, even at the market money they sell, they cut ticket for. Instead of those money to they go political agbero hand or the gbewa wey they use for election hand, make we put 30% of the daily taxes and the monthly taxes of anybody when they work. So if you get shop or mission road and they tear you ticket, you suppose get healthcare cover. If you work, if you sell for market for Anegbede and they tear ticket for you, you suppose get health cover.
So without your ticket now, you can be able to access.
Now see what the program. If we get that kind of money now, say we don't save them up 30%. Now that kind of money now banks they like, because that kind of money now deposit without withdrawal. But you see the workman when they tax every day or every month, you know they force ticket every day or every month now. So that kind of money when they day like that, the one they call HMO, Health Management Organization, government will control contracts. It's okay. Make una come bid to manage the health of people. We'll come do according to job specification. So for example, all the kekera that went to this local government bid to manage their health, all the saloon people, all the tailor, all the vulcanizer. So as long as we don't cut ticket for them, this market will share into two. This HMO bid to manage this section health, you bid to manage that section health. You see, I say gradually, because the money day, big man don't like you, big man don't they sympathize with you, big man they empathize with you, no they sympathize with you. Big man want make more money, so you consider they can't come in the form of HMO. Government can't give the paper on that or say build for this place like this. Even if now 4 flats you convert. So as long as it is spacious enough and they get the equipment when we give you list for, when we manage the healthcare of these particular people, you can't say gradually. Every local government will call the quantize with a lot of healthcare centers because they manage specifically the health of people. You say that way, that 30% will save up. So, if my brother, because the man on the fall sick every day, or the woman on the fall sick every day, the HMO even put into investment, a lot of money, now big money. So people don't think that they compensate political non-state actors or the Bewagbo they use for election. We use that to do the healthcare of the people. You see that way, so Gakoko, healthcare delivery will come there luminous. Because if people say one company bid to manage the health of all media practitioners, we meet NUJ, for example. NUJ will give us the numbers of the people. They go to tax, after they tax them, you go to go that account. So every media practitioner, such as you are, such as this man is, get healthcare coverage. If you enter any of the clinics, maybe let's say emergency happen to them, maybe you know today close, you go tender that in identification card. They go give a treatment without asking question. Then they can't tax the HMO when they manage health to do the returns back to them. You see, I say gradually, my brother. Because big man they interest in making more money, they can't equip their place. Government every year go they update, go they upgrade, they upgrade. Before you know it, we know they bother about primary healthcare centers when government people one place alone. We will now have multiple clinics. We will now have multiple cottage hospitals. We will now have multiple hospitals. We will now have at least one specialist hospital. You see, I say we don't defeat the healthcare of the people with that one. Okay, Koko, until healthcare happen to you, you don't go know say government don't fail before now. Because me and you they talk so. How many hospitals they function when government they run for a do? The private ones, you go fit pay. Let's face the reality. To even take card for specialist hospital when governor put there for supply road. Now big money. The question now is this: when ordinary man picking or ordinary man get health challenge for what we call lifestyle disease. For example, say you get liver disease, or you get kidney disease, or you get hypertension. You know, since now death sentence. I know of one man who died recently. Because of the failed healthcare system, we don't even if you identify our people. Do you know me don't talk before say if you get high blood pressure or low blood pressure, there's some people that identify you with bracelets. So that for emergency, they'll know how to treat you. One man when I know him get low blood sugar, now so he take die. When the thing attack on top back, in for they call they pour water for your body, bottle of Coke for saving life. But if only there was a medical awareness, when the potato also see in Tago, now in blood sugar you're low, you carry Coke, or anything sugary, pop out your mouth, the man for see they are alive.
Edo State. I don't know what they say they did. The court took PDP to court, telling them blah blah blah. Somebody from the same party. Somebody from the same party, PDP, took him to court and said he's not gonna. All those things are story. If the Edo people wants to have downfall, they should allow APC enter into power. Edo will stand as military zone. You see the way Yahoo boys are roaming everywhere free. It will not happen again if APC man becomes the governor. He is not the choice of God. So they took, there's something so crazy about politics. No, PDP didn't pay me, APC didn't pay me. PDP is the will of God. I said it in the month of January, February, or March. I said the hand of God, he said they call him Igalu. He has never came out for primary. He has never, he wasn't out for primary when God called his name. That man is the choice of God. Let me play the tape for you. The first man that was to be the governor from APC, he was anointed by God to lead. They took him out without knowing. They took him out without knowing, and APC lost the crownship. It's in the hands of PDP. Igalo. They call him Igalo. They call him what? Igalo also. He is the man to rule Edo State. If that man ruled from APC, they now won by corruption. They started using court case. And they win with that desperation. Yahoo boys will even run. You know why? It's like this. The state will dry. Edo, you will just dry. Salary will be a problem. No matter how they will try to force themselves to it will dry. Food. You people shouldn't fall. See a man God is leading and see who God is watching. Edo State is PDP, Igalo. No matter how they try, that man, he will win. He will still come out. So they are stopping him not to come to the not to come to the ballot box. True? He is the choice of God. Every time they fight one man, know that God's hand is upon him. That is not the choice of God. If it's not the will of God, they won't fight you. So if you are the president will do nothing about the governorship election. He will do nothing. So if they are saying Tinubu will support, he will not. Tinubu will allow the cause to take its place. If you force it and take power by force, Edo will not be the same. All your youth will be gone. They will force you to do everything. All your youth, they are Yahoo boys. Who am I to not pray God kill Yahoo boys? Am I stupid? Is my own better? I don't pray for Yahoo boys, but I can never hate them. I can never pray against them. They are human beings. One day God will arrest them. But for you wiping them by killing them, by jailing them, is not the solution. They will go back, retreat, and come. God will change them. The governor shouldn't force them. Your children is inside. Igalo or Igado is the man. No matter how distress him, he will come out. He will what? He will come out. When the world is fighting you, if the hand of God is with you, no power can stop you. Igado, I decree you, the same mouth that spoke to Sunak, that Yeye man in UK, who gave Nigeria and put us into a tight corner because he wants to make money from Nigeria. He's here. He left. I decree to you, that seat in Edo State, as God said you are the way, now we'll be praying for God's will. You will occupy that seat. No power will take you out in the name of Jesus.
All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us, my people. We're back here again. Today's Sunday, 7th July 2024. Yes, we're 1 hour delayed today. It was deliberate because I was engaged. Please understand with us. But we are here. We're still going to meet up with our normal time. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Now, God will bless you now. Thank you so much for your time with us. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. I appreciate you always. I've showcased so many names already, but I'd like to quickly just select 1 or 2 names attached. Abo Azi, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you for all you do. Thank you, Mother Rita. I can see you. Mother Iris Finance, thank you very much. Thank you, Mother Martina Abbasi TV, Mother Patricia Bujumi. Thank you, my people right there. Madam Albi Ashoko, thank you, man. Good evening to you. Thank you, Vitus. I can see right there. Good evening to you. I appreciate you. Thank you, my wonderful people. A lot of you are right there. Tony Africa, Rio, me, Oluwasegun, Abdul. Thank you, love God. It's my strength. It's right there with us. Jacob Obedient. Thank you. CXL. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all, my people. Madam Amen Bright. Good evening to you, man. Thank you very much. Black Panther, what did they do for comment session? You don't belong there. Thank you very much, my people. Good evening to you. Thank you, Shizoba. I can see right there as well. Thank you. And many of you right there. Please help us to press on the like button, help us to share. Enterprise, I can see you, sir. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Peggy Modi in the building. Thank you, Emmanuel Shooks. Thank you. Messi Omorige, Riomi 179, I guess, from Twitter. Thank you very much. My people, Adelaja Ogobi, thank you very much, sir. Saga Daddy in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate every one of you. Stella Masavedo, also say, and many others that have already showcased. Peter Inegbe is just coming in now. James is coming in. Thank you, my people. Joe Taho is right there with us. Abe Johnny, thank you very much. I appreciate you all, my people. Abe Johnny, be like say you can't run from panel. Me not understand you again. For for my calendar now is more than 3 months. You never enter panel. All right, we are watching you from local Abasha. All right, my people, we need to move on right now. A link I will posted Black Panther. Me no they understand you. I don't post link already. Let me repost again for those of you that want to come in, because today I might be finishing on time, because I guess I'm only gonna have just 2 hours here today. If I can, I would really appreciate that. A link I will posted, click on it, come on time, and let's just start talking. But let me quickly take these articles here, just headline, then I'll start talking straight away. The first article that we have for you from Vanguard: economic crisis, use job losses as 16 multinationals exit Nigeria in 3 years. Yes, when these companies move out of Nigeria, obviously a lot of people will lose their jobs. So that's what that means, and many are still moving out. So it's the situation of our country right now. Moderator, I can see you. Black Panther, I can see you. I'll bring you guys in shortly. Let me quickly take this right here. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu without referendum won't end agitation in Southeast. Obidigbo. I talk this one. Elder statesman Chike Obidigbo has warned politicians, especially those from the Southeast, against further compounding the trials of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu. He regretted that some Igbo political elites are going about the demand for the release of the embattled IPOB leader the wrong way, stressing that the overzealous politicians are acting out of ignorance and mostly in self-aggrandizement. So he went on, he lambasted on many of them that, releasing Nnamdi Kanu, if it's going to cut short the agitation or the quest to have Biafra, then let him be there. So now, so they say, if you want to read more, you can go read more right there. Okay, Mr. Alex, I never see you, so I'll leave you on the backstage for now until I see you. Okay, I don't see you. Wonderful. This one, why I can't call you now, you come here. Yeah, in fact, you still need to pay 5,000 naira for every day so you don't miss. 5,000 naira every day. I bet make somebody calculate how much Alex they hold this panel. All right, let's move on, my people. Let me quickly take the last one so that we can start talking straight away. Then this one here, 25 years after Nigeria democracy in recession, Bishop Matthew Kukah. You know, although he talked for a year, not be small, I'm not going to read anything. See, as you hear the same, so you hear the long they go. You hear the long they go. He talk and he talk and he talk. He went on by saying that the only reason why Nigerians never buy politicians today now because of religionism, because many of them, they fear God. That means they never lambast on them. So people should respect religion and all that. He went on. He talked for this place. In case you want to read, go to Vanguard, read them. I don't get the time for read some of it for you guys. But meanwhile, that's all I have for you guys today. But you can see it right there. It is religion that stopped, you know, the poor in Nigeria from killing the rich. Bishop Matthew Kukah. Now he talked that one. But meanwhile, I'd like us to move on right now. I appreciate every one of you. And God bless you. Now, for those of you that want to call in, please quickly call in now. Like I said, I don't want to stay here too long today. Except somebody want to moderate, I don't mind because I have headache. I don't supposed to be saying this, you know, coming out today, I don't supposed to as well. But I just do this for the sake of consistency and for those of you that's encouraging us to do this every day. God bless you all. Okay, I'd like to pick the first call today. Mr. Ben, thanks for calling in, sir. Good evening to you. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes.
To your family. Happy Sunday to you, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank God. Thank you, sir. Talk to us.
It's good to hear you. It's good to hear your voice. And to my esteemed panelists, Mommy Diaspora, Mommy, I greet you. Or if I greet you, I wish you all a wonderful Sunday. So to the Edo politics, right? See, when Mr. Kukah was talking, you see that man there. I think I want to side with Mr. Jonathan when it comes to that man, the candidacy of Paulo Kukah. That man. See, now that kind of person is supposed to be the governor of the states. I understand it because.
But unfortunately, my brother, Nigerians suffer never tired them. So now the one we package themselves with fake lifestyle, neither they pursue.
I know. Yes.
So let them suffer. Let the suffer continue. In fact, I get the Quebec.
Kukah is the best candidate for that state. Me, I'll be a new boy, I'll be a new person, though. You can understand. I know when Oswald be president, when Oshomole be president, when Inedo be president, when to be the name, this man now be president. Well, they don't do anything for that state. All of them. Why would not try somebody else? Somebody fresh. You get what I'm saying? Not PDP, not the APC. Paulo Kukah would have been the best candidate, you know, for our state. But we know, I know my people. Once you don't give them 5,000, you don't share 5,000 for them.
And we talk about suffer never tired them. Suffer never tired them.
They go now. Best way give them money. Now they go.
You see what Paulo Kukah attack us now say. If 5 governors rule us for 88 years, if it be 40, maybe the time when they finish, you don't already reach. You don't be 90 years. And that is the truth.
He analyzed them. He analyzed them well. The man analyzed them well. Now that man, see, I don't care about Labour Party or all these other people. That man might be the best candidate to change the fortunes of our state. And to that other man, we're gonna use psychology.
Mr. Ben, think of satanic Lucky Igbinedion that ruled for 8 years. Satanic Oshomule that ruled for 8 years. Satanic Obaseki that ruled for 8 years. So times and Osu plus all of them are satanic. Look at all of them. Tell me where do we get from all of them? From that side, they come. Tell me where we don't get from them. Now people are still fully packaged in G-Wagon. Now, no.
You know that Bini Auchi Expressway, that Ekoma Road, that Ekoma Way, we lead all the way to Bini. You know that road still bad. The road still bad up to this moment. One of my guys, we travel go to Nigeria, he go visit a mama for village. He said, if he believes in 2024, the road still bad. 2024, the road still bad.
Anyway, thank you, sir.
So
my brother, that road will still be bad in the next 30 years. Don't worry. Because at the moment, not be like say, not already.
My people in Edo State, I beg you now,
But you where you're the dribble like left and right. You say first, you say now when now before Olumide today now this one. You are part of the problem we'll get for Edo State.
I will tell you why. At the beginning, why I say Asset Ronaldo, because Naim at the sea, Naim at the year everywhere. You get what I'm saying? So I was drawn to his candidacy.
Mr. Ben, we need to charge you. You are part of the problem now. You must be charged.
But when you come bring them to the panel, now you do this one for us though, and you don't know the good thing we don't do for the people of Nigeria and for our state, those states. When you brought this man to your panel, you brought them to your panel, and all of them talk. As all of them talk, I analyzed all three candidates, and so I will beat my chest, say the candidate of YPP might be the best man to change the fortunes of that state. If you don't get money, if you don't get political pull like the rest of them, but that Paul Okukowa as a person, they go be changing that state. And my people in Edo State, making an open eye, making a shine in our eyes.
No, they ever suffer rich. They ever suffer rich, my brother. No worry. They're not going to listen to you. They're not listening to you. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you, my brother. Yeah. Please hold on, sir. Please hold on. Listen, the people who there, those states or people within Nigeria never suffer rich. More continue to the package ourselves synthetically. Yes, no problem. I like the fact that Paul Okubowa say if 5 governors rule you, how old if you be 40 years, go be 90 years. And
Mr. Elvis, what he's saying, you've been saying it before now, so it's not new. Mr. Elvis, you were the one that actually started this thing. What he's saying is not new.
Yes, I know, but we need to continue to re-echo it. That's what I'm saying.
Mr. Elvis,
No, but I'm making it seem as if it's a new phenomenon.
Mr. Elvis, this Okubowa is even the problem. It's even more developed. It's the problem
God
too.
bless you, Mr. Jonathan.
It's the problem. Where is he going? Why is he moving from party to party? He can't fight.
The issue. Many of them just don't get.
They are jumping from party to party.
It's because of ego. My brother, it's ego. Ego is worrying all of them. Ego.
Kenya fighting.
Why Olumide is jumping from party to party?
He's not please, Mr. Oduwa, that is wrong. Mr. Olumide is not jumping from party to party.
Olumide was PDP. Why did he come to Labour Party?
Please stop saying that.
He's jumped from party to It's the problem. Olumide is the problem. Why is he jumping from party to party? Why did he not remain PDP?
Mr. Olumide, anyway, I'm not going to waste time because he might not go be at the ballot. YPP.
Okay, Mona.
Put that on the backstage.
Let me pick this call. I'll come back to you guys. Mr. Ose, thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. I'm giving people 2 minutes to their bed, 2 minutes, because I need to round up. Go ahead, sir. Thank you, sir. Go ahead, sir. Thank you, sir.
The one for Italy, and also where somebody hold, somebody don't hold for a confine Europe, and also you go see the behave like say city Nigeria. You know, go easy, he talk about the tips, making us say,
what did that one
for young age?
What did that parable mean, sir?
That parable now for person to say use all this entire Europe. They talk like in Nigeria. Now that person for Italy for there.
Who you call it talk to? Anyway, let's move on.
So, I don't want to talk too much. You don't want to talk, you say the for Cuba they talk. Not to say no good though. He good, but you don't get vote Christian as a now. You know, go get vote. So,
okay.
As a person who don't want the PDP.
Thank you.
Labour Party force not be there.
Thank you.
That will be for there. That will be the time you build down. There's no party that will be if you go and say you will get the vote when you get for Labour Party for there. So that's why he know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Ose. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Let me pick Mr. Innocent. Thanks for calling us, sir. You have only 2 minutes, please. Everybody keep to your time today, please.
Good afternoon, my man. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
How's the family?
We are good. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. You know, I just have to laugh. This laugh is not the real laugh. I'm just laughing because, you know, Nigeria, the way Nigeria is, if you have a diary that you don't even open up, I would like you to mark today that I'm saying to you that the way Nigeria is now and the way all these things that we've been trying to talk about, Nigeria is not going to change. Nigeria is not going to change. The way it is going, the way things are, except if there's, you know, I don't know if I would call it earthquake. If there's earthquake in Nigeria, that's the only thing that can change Nigeria the way we want Nigeria to change. Okay, look at even the Attorney General yesterday, what he said. I was looking to see where people would pick this issue up, because this thing is one of the major things that kept Nigeria where Nigeria is now. Because the rule of law, because the use of legal, luminaries in Nigeria is the reason that Nigeria is where it is today. It's not even because INEC rig the election or somebody, all these people jumping from party to party that we are talking about. That's not the issue that Nigeria should have been talking about. What this man said should have been captured. People should have gone on this to say. Now, I mean, the other guy, I don't want to say that you give somebody, too much time. The first person.
Well, I don't because I mean, they talk that time. Not be only him. We were talking together, sir.
What I'm saying, okay, all right. Thank you, then.
Thank you, sir. Voila. Let me see it's the reason why I not feel practice favoritism for here. Okay. No. You're not this, and only 2 minutes you get. You're not there. I know fit. I have headache. This call is giving me stress. If not, for not pick calls today. Go ahead, sir.
Sorry, I will give it. I will Panadol. Okay, Niger Watch. You see, when people came out to talk like this, that is it Senator, that man that with is it Chamberlain? Is it Chamberlain or Charles? It will be. So he was saying he knows Atungu, he knows Mr. President. I said, my thought was, okay, he spoke with him, maybe he spoke with him or he spoke with him, that's, he's saying he will do it. No, I didn't get it. He said, oh, they will do something. If you say Mr. President, did you talk to him? He never said to Charles that I spoke with him. I don't like that kind of people that they will come out and be, blabbing and they're talking as if they meet a president. That one aside. See, let me tell you all. See, APC have put virus in this election. I'm telling you, this thing that happened in those states is APC. When you look at them on any media, you will see how they are talking, blabbing, saying one thing to PDP as well, whether they like it or not. You see, the Abel, the dark prophets. See, I never come out in anything. I don't see as well, just with the day he came over here, I just saw him that day.
All right.
When he spoke, I just told him. So
thank you.
No matter what they're doing, no matter their plan,
thank you, sir.
As well, we take the mantle
thank
of
you.
Edo State.
Thank you,
as
sir.
a governorship of the governor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Tony, thank you very much, sir, for calling in. Good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
2 minutes.
Thank you. Yes, okay. So, yes, straight to the point. This guy, YBP guy, a great guy. The fact that you want to keep our politics and economic local, I love him. Because other candidates are talking about borrowing money or about go to relying on our remittances. You don't want to keep out on permanent slavery in abroad. Those other candidates. So this guy now, all his program is very clear. You know what I'm saying? Then to the guy that spoke before the last speaker, what did they worry yourself? What did you call a rule of law? What kind of law do you want to use? You want to use Sharia law or you want to use the other law? And so the country is a dead country. Let us separate this country. Let us go with Okumbo right now because his politics is local and his economic approach is local. And that's why he heard him saying about we are going to go to Bill Gates or we are going to go to George Bush to borrow money. And then I will just ask him to see how he can be able to set up gas and petroleum industries around our place there so that you can be able to produce in Edo State. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Tony. God bless you, sir. Okay, callers, thank you very much. I apologize that today is not friendly for calls. Yes, tomorrow is another day. Let's understand that. But still, I'd like to appreciate Peggy Body. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. You said always love when moderator is on the panel. Yes, it's good to see comment like this. This is one of the things I was talking about yesterday evening. Please speak positively about my wonderful panelists. Encourage them to do more for you. I appreciate you all, my people. Now, God will bless you. Now, press on the like button, help us to share. For those of you that are just coming in now, thank you very much for your time with us. Currently, we have 372 watching us across. Nigeria will have about 300 there. People, well, we don't have much today, but still, let's just start talking. The first person on the panel is moderator, but I'm going to keep you for now. Let's give Mr. Alex priority to talk. Then I'll come to you, moderator, if you don't mind.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Nader.
Okay,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Alex, thank you. Talk to us. You have 8 minutes.
It's been donkey days now. It's been a month of Sundays. Thank you, Mr. Najawash, for giving me your political and social media audience table to communicate to people around the world. My fellow panelists, thank you for the work you're doing and for holding the brief. For most of us who cannot join due to battling with internet service in the third world country like Nigeria, and viewers worldwide and Mommy Diaspora, thank you for all you do. Those on the comment section, thank you for your consistency. Why are we here? We are here because our people are being abused by political actors over the years. We are here because our people don't have clean water to drink. We all rely on borehole to have water, and we have a Ministry of Water Resources around the country. Why are we here? We are here because our people are dying of depression in diaspora. They can't even come back home to the land of their parents. We are here because every 4 years we are being deceived. We are being cajoled at the federal and the state level. Yet nothing changes apart from politicians enriching themselves, cutting away our common patrimony, lying to us with speech upon speech. We are tired of hearing speech. We are here because we are hoping that somehow, someday, and in a way we can make changes for our children, even if it's not in our time, or maybe in our time. We are here to see how we can bring changes, how we can bring medical centers close to our grandparents who are in the villages, who are in different parts of the states and of the country. We are here because we want to liberate our people from Islamic agenda of those who believe they own Nigeria. We are here because of those who are stealing our money with impunity, who seems to be among us also. We are here to put an end to their evil activities across the party divide. This is why we are here. There's no other land. Ladies and gentlemen, we must think now with what is going on, looking at what Bishop Kukah said, above religious sentiments, above party divide, above tribal divide, above regionalism, above nepotism. We must think about humanity. What kind of Nigeria, or what kind of country, or what kind of land will you want to leave behind? If you are above 30 or 40, arguably you've lived at least half of your life. Maybe you live 80, 90, 100. You live a large quarter of your life already. So what kind of Nigeria do you expect? Will you allow politicians to come every 4 years and lie to you, steal your money? They just keep getting richer. They just keep getting fatter. They just keep amassing wealth at the expense of the people, at the expense of healthcare, education, security, at the expense of agriculture, at the expense of electricity. It's all encompassing. Governors, senators, presidents, INEC, name it, local governments, commissioners, ministers, they are all accomplices in all this crime against humanity. This is what I call brother kill brother. So we can also blame the Western powers, but we have our leaders to blame. Thank the people of Kenya. They've showed us again what to do. Sri Lanka showed us about a year ago. Today, Kenya is nearer to us, and they are showing us what to do. So we will not be scared anymore. We have to really sit down and do a deep thinking. It's time to put the party divide aside. It's time to really think, how are we going to be fooled always by these people every time? I'm tired. I'm tired of this wickedness by leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the flood of protests that will grace this land pretty soon. Because what is happening in Kenya is going to rub off on every African country. We will not continue like this. I am tired of hearing manifesto upon manifesto upon manifesto since 1993. Since 1999, I'm tired of hearing these things. I will give you road, I will give you, I will give you, I will give you. Look at Obaseki that we trusted. The recent one, the recent history. I had a lot of hopes. I voted for him. I campaigned for him. That's why it's painful to me. That's why I cannot forgive him and his administration. I can't. It's nearer to me. APC is doing their own at the federal level. My government or my governor should be doing better at the state level. I counted on his exposure with Dangote. I counted on his exposure as an investment banker. These are the CVs that were sold to me. I didn't know I was being cajoled. It was just a continuation of the Edo State political looting machinery, orchestrated by the Grenadian administration, carried on by the Osumbo, implemented by the Oshomoles, continued by Obaseki and his gang of thieves. So I'm tired. I'm tired of wailing. I'm tired of crying. I'm waiting patiently for that day where the signal will be given. I don't know the quarters it's coming from. I'm waiting to be like the Kenyans. I'm waiting. I'm sure I'm speaking the mind of millions of Nigerians who are in diaspora, who are on ground. They are waiting for that signal. We are waiting for the signal to fight for our lives, for the life of our families, the life of our future children. We are waiting for the signal to fight for our medical care, our roads. You can't even go through our federal roads again. You can't do business from Benin to Kanu anymore. And we are just embracing the status quo. I know Kenya came to open our eyes. Kenya came. This is why Bishop Kukah said why people have not fight politicians is because of religion. But that religious bondage is being debunked. Social media is helping us to debunk it. A breadwinner is opening our eyes. Nigeria Watch is opening our eyes. The panelists here are opening our eyes. The governors who continue to masturbate themselves with evil. The days of your political career are numbered. God help you, you may not be able to escape it. Kudos to Kenya. How many can you take their lives? Thank you, Kenya, for standing. And now as we speak, it's almost 2 weeks they are still standing. Some have been killed, they are still standing. Bullets have been shot into the sky, they are still standing. Tear gas have been thrown at them, they are still standing. The police baton have been used on them, they are still standing. They are standing. As I hear some comments from these young people, they are in their 20s, early 30s. They are fighting not for themselves, but for the souls of their country. This is my position tonight. I'm tired of hearing promises. I'm tired of hearing campaign. I'm tired of hearing elections. Democracy has become a curse. It has become a lie. It has become a tool for a few people to enrich themselves. Edo State is waterlogged. Edo State is flooded. Edo State is 20 years backward. Edo State has no modern markets. Edo State has no government presence. Edo State, just now to speak, is a hideout for Fulani herdsmen. People are still being raped. Villages are still being taken over. And nobody is saying anything about it. The government do not care. Allegedly, some years ago, Ruga money were given to our government. With him and Shaibu, they took that money, 26 billion, allegedly. This is why they cannot make arrests. They can't give a press conference. They can't protect Edo State. This is a man that promised us heaven and earth. He took an oath of office to protect me and my friends. Gentlemen and ladies, I've lost people. I've lost friends. I've lost people that I never even knew were my neighbors. And above that, this is a man that promised us that he was going to turn Edo State into a mini Dubai. International cargo airports. MOUs were signed. Companies were brought from different countries around the world. Billions of Edo money were carted away. As we speak just now, the airport is a mirage. It's a spiritual airport. As we speak, Gelegele seaports, his followers will come and argue that it's still in the pipeline, that it's not easy to build a seaport, but you campaign with these things. And as we speak, for 8 years, brothers and sisters, no one new primary school or secondary school built or renovated under his government. I stand to be corrected. Brothers and sisters, Edo State was shut down in all local governments. No local government election for 4 years. This is where our markets are dirty, smelly, and taxes are still being paid. For the first time in our history, A government indirectly is inducing chiefs against the royal house. What the federal government will not even dare to do. So our sacred, identity is being tampered with. And I'm tired of hearing campaign promises upon campaign promises due to what I'm politically heartbroken right now. And I'm looking forward to the Kenyan thing. I'm waiting for it patiently by the grace of God. So for now, I would just like to leave it here. Gentlemen and ladies, I'm not surprised at the PDP, candidates nullification. They are denying it. They are saying it's true. Some are saying it's not true. How? Why won't you be having this problem when a house divided against itself cannot stand? How can PDP be fighting PDP? Nnamdi, who is a South chairman of the PDP at the national level, him and the impeached deputy governor orchestrated that move, collaborated by the APC in power. Because you didn't fight, you didn't fight for those people during the Fulani herdsmen killings. Nobody is coming out to protest for you. You didn't work for the people, apart from secretariats and a few roads, which is not enough compared to the 4-point-something trillion allegedly that came into Edo State under your government. We are not fools. We will not do anything about the status quo. It will remain until you are booted out. We don't want PDP. We don't want APC. We do not want to hear all this nonsense about these two parties anymore. For me, I'm disappointed. I'm highly angry. This is why sometimes I just stay to avoid the panel. I prefer to listen and be on the comment section because, man, it's crazy. There is so much crisis in Edo State. Hunger crisis, insecurity crisis, lack of government presence crisis, flood crisis, looting crisis, migration crisis. It's a lot of problems here. And we have a government who's spending 8 years and they expect us to be quiet. Nigeria was this Mambo Logomaki, and as usual, my Logomaki, I live here without Logo Apache. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for putting your voice out there today. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, moderator, thank you very much for your patience. Please talk to us, man. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis, Mommy Diaspora.
I would like to, every one of you listening to me, anybody want to take over the panel to moderate yourselves? If you can, please just let us know.
Niger Watch, I beg never go, I beg. I have a video with you.
No, I can't play your video. You cannot be blackmailing me with your video.
No, not my video. I have a defense video. I have a defense video. I send it to you now. It's from my own party.
No, they accused me yesterday, said they play your video.
Who they accuse is from my own. It's from my own part to defend Olumide Akpata.
Olumide Akpata, I know they work for her now. Me, they work for Olumide Akpata.
You look, now you they break the law now. You say
no, I know they work for Olumide Akpata.
Wait now, I not make you the work for her. I say I bring a video for you to play for me so that I can defend.
But I have the right to say I'm not playing.
Mr. Wash, you made a promise that you will declare your stance to us this weekend, and we are still waiting.
Mr. Elvis, please, even if you proceed to show the video of Olumide Akpata today, it will not be balanced. When you show the video of Olumide Akpata, you didn't show the video of the other candidate. It was 1 per day by my own estimate, what I have seen. So for anybody now, if you put that...
Mr. Jonathan, if you bring your video, they will play it now.
No. I brought video. Mr. Elvis has my video as we speak. In fact, 2 of them. Okay, 2 of them. So if
let me play it now.
No, but why should I be playing it? Yeah,
nobody is going to talk here today because Mr. Elvis is going to use the next hours playing videos.
You think I come here to be playing their videos?
He has done his
Mr. Jonathan, you are trying to hijack Mr. Elvis.
But even apart from that, I want to quickly say this. Before I will leave you guys to manage yourselves. Margarita, sorry, I'll come back to you shortly. Let me say this. The people that are supporting Olumide Akpata, I want to give credit to Give Us a Mandate and Black Panther. The reason why, because I received a private call from, let me just say it, the people you people are supporting, the candidate you people are supporting, give you guys credit. I'll put it like that. I want to say this. Olumide, Black Panther, I don't say other people not supporting Olumide Akpata, don't get me wrong. I'm saying the people that is losing their voice here every day. for Olumide Akpata here, their voice have gone far already. But my question now is, who is supporting Aswa Ighodaro? Apart from maybe Honorable Sam Emofon come in once in a week, where are the people supporting Aswa Ighodaro? It looks like, because the whole situation is beginning to look like those people that were supporting Tinubu, they were pretentiously choosing Peter Obi to wear as a mask. Now, Aswan will be, but you are not really there. If you check the people that is really fighting for Aswan now, one person on the panel, consistent, once a week or twice a week. Then one person on the call, which is Mr. F.A. Finish. So, listen, guys, nobody should blame me. Then if we come to YPP, Paul Okubowa, Oga Jonathan don't lose voice.
Sorry, there are two people that always call. The other guy, you did not call him.
Okay, Oga Shimeze, yes, you are very right. These are the people that is consistent, but where are the people supporting Aswen Ighodaro? Now, inside una's living room, una they support him, be if your wife they cook a fried rice, you go meet her for kitchen. Honey, now Aswen go win today, or now go win this year. That's what I tell the campaign. I don't understand. Aswen Ighodaro, you are losing these guys rapidly. To be honest, you are losing them.
Because Mr. Ebis, if you are talking of Aswen Ighodaro, you will still be talking of Modukpebulu. So we are not of these two people.
No. I'm not talking about Modukpebulu because everything there is already bala blue.
Okpebulu is out of this.
I'm focusing on the Aswen Ighodaro, Olumide Akpata, then Paul Okubowa. I'm talking now. Anything to do with APC, God forbid. For me personally, I rebuke APC in my state. So for me, I rebuke evil that not. You said what? Go ahead. You said what?
So good evening to you and the finalists. Just quickly, I don't think. I understand what you're trying to do, but you don't teach people their job. You don't speak about their candidate. Leave them to that. You are on the fence, sir. I don't think they have come down from the fence. So remain on the fence. Don't teach them their job, please. Thank you, sir.
No, because it's strange. It's really strange to see that not just here, in most platforms that people are talking right now. Saying on social media we day now. Nobody is really talking about the
Sir Elvin.
Sharing video.
Nobody. They can't talk about it because it's already a broken party. The party is divided, and they know that there's no chance for Aswa Ighodaro to win. So it's like a kick of a dying horse. They're just kicking, but not as strong. So that's why you hear them. They do copy and paste on WhatsApp and propaganda. There's really nothing to talk about because the person who is supporting him, Governor Obaseki, has nothing to show.
So, if you are hearing me now, you they campaign for your candidate once in a month. Now you they campaign for Aswa. Hi.
Your candidate don't come out. He don't come out with that law case. He don't come out.
Why they do this job for Peter Obi that time? Some of them is an easy job, right? We never ever start. And some people don't they lose strength. They don't they tire.
Sir, please talk about Chris Dublin. No, Chris Dublin.
Chris Dublin is not. No. Yes, Chris Dublin is part of the people that is consistent here every day, alongside with Give Us a Mandate and Black Panther. But I'm focusing on Aswen now. The people for Olumide are here.
That's their job now. They should be.
Naija Watch.
That's true. Since
Naija Watch.
It declared for Aswen, I have never seen
Naija Watch.
CM don't wear mask to talk to now.
CM they kitchen they cook. He dey kitchen.
Yes, sir.
Naija Watch.
CM the ETCA was with the talk.
Naija Watch.
Yes, sir.
Naija Watch. I get 4 solid video for Olumide Akpata. 4. And I get one
any of that video again.
You don't. I get one documentary on Olumide Akpata, and I get one person where you talk about them. Where the human rights
I go about Simi. I go about Takman. You know.
Okay. Anyway,
now fight now.
Because the thing looks so strange to see that people that say that's why I go down. Where are they? Now when they talk for anywhere, you guys are just quiet. Election, I don't win election like that. When everything you start there.
I swear go down low, name no day for book again. You don't come out.
When we started the other day, the fire was burning. But as we are talking right now, the fire is gradual. Will I say the flame don't off? For us, well, it's not nice. You guys don't look that way.
Federal don't punch on them.
The question I'm asking is, why are you admonishing them to do their job when it is their duty to do it now? Please sit on the fence. I beg you, leave them alone. I just
Naija Watch. Naija Watch. Who are you supporting? Naija Watch. Where exactly are you, Naija Watch?
I'm supporting Peter Obi.
So Sonia, if Tabitha goes state, where's Sonia?
No,
Naija Watch. Naija Watch. No support anybody.
Okay, Margarita, you say waiting.
Mr. Elvis, I say you should sit outside the compound. Don't sit on the fence, or that's dangerous. You eat black soup and you not be on label. So sit outside the compound. Stay outside the compound, I beg. It's safe.
Naija Watch. For the first time, I asked you for something, Naija Watch. First time, first time.
What did they ask me?
First time. I asked you. I pointed out to you that I have never asked you anything. Anything. I said, please come over to our side. We need you.
I promise. Naija Watch, let me say something.
What you say you want, you get it immediately.
Naija Watch, let me say something.
I say, may you come our side for Labour Party.
Okay.
Alex, leave Naija Watch, let me say something.
The blast suit, let me give
Naija Watch, may I talk now?
Chris, I beg, hold on. Chris, hold on, I beg. Just 1 second. Naija Watch. You see that declaration where Mr. CM can't do. I don't put them line by line, analyzing what I go bring the critical analysis and I go tag on zero investigation. Zero.
Excuse me.
Wait.
Did the CM declare to anybody?
Wait. There is a red flag on his declaration. There's a red flag on it.
All right.
It's only your own. There's a red flag.
I just dancing
me, I'm waiting for the day election will be happening in Anambra State.
I'm going to present the paper here.
Order in the house. Order in the house, please.
You see now, order in the house when I put my mouth. When all your supporters.
Mr. Jonathan, I've missed hearing your voice.
Order,
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Jonathan, you like attacking. Why are you attacking?
I'm attacking.
Why?
Now, when you get a dissenting voice.
Order in the house, sir. Mr. Jonathan, when it's your turn. As a matter of fact, Mr. Elvis, I volunteer to take over because you need to rest. So that's what I'm saying. Order in the house, please. Thank you.
Mr. Jonathan, the attack person, nobody they talk to now.
Mr. Jonathan, hold on. Everybody, hold on. Hold on, sir. Hold on. Okay. Everybody, hold on. Mr. Jonathan, you wanted to say something. Go ahead.
I wanted to say this. If anybody is going to take over on the platform, it is only fair that someone that is neutral, not one of the people that all of them.
No, but now you can take over all the time. Now you neutral.
And you are not. We didn't complain.
Yeah, we didn't complain.
Everybody, hold on.
I disagree with you because that
now you are bringing a law.
That will never be like this, Mr. Jonathan.
No, hold on. Now, Mr. Jonathan, they always moderate for me for a year. Is he a neutral man? That doesn't. We shouldn't bring that.
He's not a neutral man. Today, me must moderate. Today, I'm the one.
He's not like this.
As long as please hold on, Destiny. Please let me speak. I don't want you guys know I don't like using my buttons. Please, you know, as long as your right is not taken away from you, whoever that is moderating can moderate, but they don't have right to truncate you from your submission, or if your minutes is not done, they don't have right to stop you. You know, that's it. Mr. Jonathan is doing it here. Mr. Jonathan never moderate all of the way they this panel. What do you mean he never reached like this? Mr. Jonathan not moderate last week for a year. So when he reached like this, now this week he starts. What are you saying? You know, so it doesn't matter. There's nothing like neutral. If you are looking for neutral, who neutral for this panel? Tell me. Tell me one person who is neutral right now for this panel. Apart from me.
And me.
Neutral. So please.
Mr. Alex.
You can moderate. In fact, before Madarita even volunteered that she's going to do the job, I wanted to tell Oga Chris that you are doing the job today. And is Oga Chris neutral as well? Nobody is
Naija
neutral.
Why are they afraid of me moderating? Why?
No, because you never ready to moderate. Now your network is always failing. People from
Jonathan no go talk, oh, man.
I dey neutral.
Yeah, you be NEPA current when they dey neutral. You be wire.
Okay. All right. Oga Chris, you wanted to say something, please, quickly.
And Naija, should they talk about consistency with people where they support their candidates? You go see, say people where they support Labour Party, it's organic. It not get anything to do with personal interest. If you still see Mr. Jonathan, that is why he's also consistent supporting his candidates, not with personal interest. The same thing with you. That is why you come out every day. You are doing this work judiciously. But if you see all those people supporting the PDP, now because of what they want to get for their pockets, in 90% of the cases, that is why they are like that. If you not push them, they not go come out. Now, fuel they need. But for other candidates, we don't need fuel. We are just doing it because of what we believe in. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. All right. Because we have Madarita, God will bless you once again for choosing to moderate today. So you guys can spend time as you like. You know, when you are done, I will be monitoring it to end the show. But nevertheless, let me appreciate you, Jack Obedient. I really do appreciate this. God bless you. Guys, please help us to press on the $sign. Help us to like. Help us to share. I appreciate you all. Define Cross. I don't see you for that. Thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you so much, everyone. Patience, Osere, Mr. Merigay, thank you. God bless you all, my people, and God will bless you now. Patience Demudia as well. Thank you very much for your time with us. Okay, I would like to quickly remove myself because no space. Because I'm not going to be, I need to bring Oga Ike. He's on the backstage. I need to bring him in. I know say now on a day here, but I'm here. You know, you guys just talk. But if I don't remove myself, he can't come here. Except I remove one of you guys. And when I never talk, so I cannot.
Yes. Take me out. I'm here.
Okay. You want to go? And you say, now you be one, say you be one moderator. I'm a
I for stay now.
All right. I remove you now. I don't remove you, Oga. Thank you. All right. Let me bring Oga Ike in. You know. Okay. Thank you very much, Moderator. You have the floor. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon, everybody. My lovely mommy diaspora, you know I love you very much. My brothers and sisters in the panel, those of you watching from home, good afternoon. Okay, this is house rules because I'm going to be moderating. I may not see the screen, might be very tiny. What I can see after me is Black Panther, Mr. Jonathan. I think is it Odua, Mr. Odua? I can't really see, and then you know in that pattern. So if I miss you and you look at your position now, please look at it so that you know. All I know is that Mr. Ike, good afternoon, sir. I know that you're the last person. So it's 8 minutes.
So I believe it's give us our mandate.
Sorry, no, because I am going like right to left. So
yes, you are Madarita, you are going the right way. You are going
exactly.
Jonathan, give us our mandate. No,
okay, give us our mandate. Okay, because I can't see the screen.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's very tiny. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, sir. The screen is very tiny for me. Anyway, yes, so that's it. So
no, Madarita, sorry. You were the one that was right. You know, I'm looking at from the other screen now, the way you guys came in, because if you're looking at from what you guys can see, you know, Destiny was right. But if you're looking at from how you guys came in first, Madarita first, followed by Black Panther, Mr. Odua, Mr. Jonathan, Destiny, Abdul Malik.
Oh, is it Mr. Odua? Mr. Because I'm seeing Jake on my screen before you. Okay, that's fine.
Jonathan came in, then I followed.
Hey,
yeah, like that.
Yeah, so I'm right, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, so so on a lighter note, good afternoon, everybody. I know I have missed a lot. I'm going to give everybody 8 minutes. And when I'm stopping you, I don't have a bell. But if it's 1 minute before your time, I'll just tell you 1 minute more. So I'm going to start on a lighter note with detention of Edo State election. I'm going to start with Nnamdi Kanu. I was listening to what the other man was. I think there was something Mr. Elvis put on the screen about. There's a man that said that the way the Igbo are going through about Nnamdi Kanu's the release of Nnamdi Kanu is the wrong way. I would kind of agree with him, and at the same time, I may not totally agree. I would not agree, because I think right now we're looking at the face of a man who is being incarcerated illegally, who was kidnapped, who has not been with his family for a very long time. And, we're looking at the family aspect and the health aspect of the man now, not with all the things surrounding him. So right now, it's just to take him out of the dungeon first, and then we discuss the agitation. I think that's where, the Igbo leaders are going through. But on the other hand, I would look at it like the purpose in which this man was kidnapped and is still being incarcerated. I don't think it would be wise to buy that ideology, because in real life, these people, this agitation is still happening. There hasn't been any change on the southeastern part of Nigeria. The intimidation is still there. The neglect is still there. The confusion is still there. The suffering is still there. There's still no change. So taking him out because of his health and his family, which I support, but the reason why he was there, you cannot just buy that reason for the sake of his health. So I think at the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu will make that decision himself. If he feels that they want to gag him from what he has been crying all about, and he refused to be gagged, and he prefers to stay there, let him be. If he's looking at the other aspect of his family begging him, or his townsmen begging him to at least come out and get good medical health care, that will be his choice. At the end of the day, it's Nnamdi Kanu's choice. It's not even about whether they're going to sit down and have some sort of agreement with the federal government. At the end of the day, Nnamdi Kanu will make that choice. And whatever his choice would be, I would respect that. And I believe people should also respect that, because even the people who are saying that, no, if he comes out and he agrees to what the federal government says is a betrayal, please enter house, because you that is complaining, you cannot do what this man has done. You cannot even go through what this man has gone through. What his family is going through, I don't think your family can go through. So we should respect whatever decision Nnamdi Kanu makes, whether he wants to stay where he's staying until they listen to what he's been crying about, or he would just want to step out and take care of himself, and then we deal with the agitation later. Yes, so going by, the next thing is, I'm timing myself. I want to say something. Our people are wicked. Yes, when I say our people, I'm talking about the generality of Nigeria. We are wicked, and that's why we have bad leaders. We are wicked, and that's why we support the oppressors. We are wicked, and that's why we turn a blind eye to things that we know that are wrong. Why did I say so? Now, going back to Edo State election, you see everybody complaining, oh, this party is better, PDP is better, APC is better, or Labour, or whatever is better. To be honest, nobody is 100%. All of them, all the parties, nobody's 100%. However, when this race started, Mr. Elvis said, I think it was even my sister Irene Finance, that said, at the end of the day, we must pick one candidate. At the end of the day, one candidate will emerge. So that's the reality of what we are left with. And that's why, for me, I streamlined it to PDP, APC, and the Labour Party. Period. PDP, APC, and the Labour Party. As a matter of fact, right now, I have further streamlined it to, right now, the Labour Party is contesting with APC right now in Edo State. PDP is out of the equation. PDP is out of, that is my own personal analysis. And who wants to get upset, that's really not my problem. But it's between the Labour Party right now and the APC. Our people are wicked. Now, I'm going by the court order. 381 delegates were excluded.
378.
I had 381. Okay, 378.
Yeah, in the law, in the CTC judgment.
Okay, 378.
Excuse me, Madam Rita, you are right. It's 378 plus those 3 people. a Black
Yeah,
Panther.
381.
Yeah, if you
So
see the
381.
judgment, it said these 3 people plus the 378 members.
Yeah, that is the way the CTC judgment was.
Yeah, so
378 plus.
everything will now be 381 if you add those
Yeah.
3 people. Yeah.
Yeah, so 381 PDP delegates were excluded from exercising their rights. There was a hegemonic process in the emergence of Aswe Godalo. What that lawyer said, he's just spot on. What the PDP and their media rats are trying to do right now is to still give hope to the people who are already hopeless. They know what they're doing. So listen, politics is psychology. They are using that same psyche on people. Right now, you see, it's copy and paste now. They keep copying and pasting on WhatsApp and everywhere. Same old thing, because there's nothing else to do anymore. So they are giving themselves hope. They know already. Now, I'm going to read something. I think the Adamawa State Governor, Fintiri, somebody once said that they were not going on appeal. But Fintiri said that he said there's a little setback. You know, he said that this is the Guardian now.
I read it yesterday.
And please, can you not interrupt my session? I have 3 minutes left. He said, no, actually I have 2 minutes left. He said the party is approaching the appeal court to set aside the judgment of the federal court. So for them to even appeal, like what that lawyer said, Black man, Nigerian men, they have this ego that is even taller than them. Agree that you made a mistake. Agree that Governor Baseki sidelined 381 delegates illegally, just the same way he illegally put only 5 or 7 Edo State House of Rep members for almost, in fact, not House of Rep, Edo State House of Assembly for almost 4 years. In fact, I think it was the entire 4 years of his administration. He did that, and he still used that same hegemonic powers in bringing Aswe Godalo, and you cannot run away from it. Listen, evil has an expiry date. Evil has an expiry date. And finally, because I have 30 seconds left, I am sick and tired of pastors. In fact, I can't even use the word pastors. Fake merchants of religion coming out every election season to talk rubbish and to deceive the gullible people. Listen, we should admonish such people. We should bind and cast them away from political space because they're all fake and they're all hungry merchants of religion. Thank you very much. The next person, Mr. Black Panther.
Thank you, my honorable, my patriotic woman. God bless you. You spoke well. It was gentle, but you were hitting the nail. You see, I would like to thank Mommy in Diaspora. Mommy, I love you. Thank you for, teaching us how to be consistent and how to thank Niger Watch. Thank him for not upheld his own law rules, but he's going to do it because we are going to force him to do it. Because my line of defense, you cannot hold it. Because we are in a house, we are in a court whereby you need to bring your fact of defense so that the people will follow suit on what, because you might not place the word very well, but the what you present will make them understand more of what you're saying. So, but despite that, I know you're going to play it. I know you're going to uphold it. You're going to do it. But I want to thank you for giving us this platform to really dig in and show the world the truth about the whole issue. Like I said something here one day, I said, and I make it bold, that anybody that will approach me to make me derail from the truth, that person we might go to court in Nigeria because I have my lawyer. We might go to court. That is it. Because there are some things I don't take into recognition at all. But before I go further, I want to thank the commenters. God bless you all. I will never forget you guys. There are some things I don't give space. My pastor always tell me, don't give room to the devil. If you give him half inch, it will take 1 mile. That is why I'm taught, and I'm brought up that way. It's nothing but the truth. If you can't take it, you leave it. I respect your own consent. I respect whatever you believe in. You see, I watch the man of God. I don't know whether he's a man of God. And I made a comment. I said, lie, lie, lie. You should go and sleep. Because God is not in the business of your internal democracy. God has given us all. And has given us one power. He said, go into the world and dominate. Dominate. Give all the things that is upon the earth. Dominate and give them names. You don't call God for something you have. God has given us mental capacity to reason the truth. To reason truth and make the right decision. Now, I don't want, because the whole 90% of the pastors in Nigeria, they've all failed. If Nigeria were to be like Kenya, we'll go into that place and bring all of them down. Because they failed in Nigerian youth. A pastor is riding on 3 limousine to go to his friend's house, 3 limousine, escorting a pastor, while the Nigerians, they can't eat 1 square meal a day. Is that the gospel? I won't go deep into that. That's by the wayside. But one thing we should note here, that when I made a statement concerning our principal, Olumide Akpata, I've dug to my own ability. And I've seen, that's why I always tell people, if you have anything incriminating, corruption, that he has embezzled anything, bring it out. I will step down because I stand for the truth. And as we are talking now, in Owan local government, West, Olumide Akpata was attacked. He said already was attacked, and many were injured. But there's one thing he said. I wanted Nigeria to play that part. He said one thing to the eyes of the wicked. He said, if you try it again, I'm going to go pound for pound, an eye for an eye. And he sent a letter to those people that are there that did it. He knew who did it. He sent a letter to them. And the reason why they are doing this is because they want to rig that local government. That is why they want to scare other parties from not going there to do their campaign. Like I said, the machinery they have is rigging machinery. They cannot openly go and campaign and fold their hand, let the people do the judgment. They can't. It's not in their DNA. Rigging is their DNA. There's one thing I want to also say here. Olumide Akpata, whether you like it or not, he has distinguished himself and he has stand down to use the common sense economic policy to run a state that was existing before Nigeria. And it's an aberration to see Edo State looking the way it is today. I heard when some people will come with different ideas, but if you want to come with something that will placate someone, come here with authenticity. Look, I am ready for people to come with 3 things. Then make me step down. You can make me step down. I am human and I stand for the truth. If I see anything wrong, I will step down and shut my mouth for him. That's it. That's me. You can't buy me. I don't need anybody money. What God gave me, I'm contented with it. Some of you were saying, oh, somebody was throwing words to me the other time. He said, he talks, he knows too much. Let me tell you, those of you that are saying it, I got to open it today. I led a revolution in my University of Port Harcourt with my bodies. And that revolution I led brought about whatever you have in University of Port Harcourt today. I led it with my group. And we brought about sanity in University of Port Harcourt. And we were not scared of anybody. Okay, thank you. We were not scared of anybody. We went headlong with it. And we made sure that the VC of University of Port Harcourt, I won't mention his name, stepped down from position. We made sure he stepped down. What the Kenyans are doing today, we've done it before in University of Port Harcourt. That was one in a lifetime. None of it have happened before during the Odili regime, where we brought 35,000 youth of the university outside and told Odili, you must make a change or we are not going out of the streets. And the change was done. We didn't lose any soul because it was calculated orchestrated by intelligence and people that had common sense. That is what's happening in Kenya today. If Edo people don't learn, they will learn the hard way. In a revolution, you follow 30 seconds, man. In a revolution, you don't balkanize a solid system. When you balkanize and move to another party, you can never win. That's the principle. You can never win. I put 100,000 down. If Okubo win, take the 100,000. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Mr. Blank. Next person is Mr. Jonathan, please. 8 minutes.
Thank you, Madam Rita. I greet all the panelists today. Welcome, and all those on the comment section. I greet everyone as well. Mommy Diaspora, I greet you, man. God bless you. All the callers, I greet everyone. Once again, welcome. Let me also say this, Mr. Black Panther, I welcome your bet. Okay, I welcome your bet. I had 100. Is this naira, right? I had 100,000 naira to it. If your candidate Akpata win, you get 200. I had it to it, so you clear the floor. We will make, it's not by mouth, to make the money available within the next 48-72 hours to Niger Watch. I make it available. So no, we're not just talking here for the sake of talking. You have said it. You are a man of your word, so keep to it. I will say that. If Akpata win, you take the floor, and I invite anybody to join.
I'm talking about YPP. I put money on YPP.
No, you are talking about YPP. Me also, I'm talking about your Akpata too.
Okay, thank you.
Then you take it. But if your candidate do not win, then I get your own 100,000. So that's just simple. There's
no. I didn't bet like that. Understand? My bet is YPP.
How do you bet?
I said YPP win the election because I gave a principle. And if you balkanize, if you lose,
this is a straightforward thing. Why do you just like to argue? I also said, if Akpata wins too, I put 100,000. I give you 100,000.
Oh, simple now.
And now that's what I'm saying. Why you don't even need to talk on this? You just like anyway. Please let me just move forward. I've said so. I've said that, and it's very clear. All I want to say is this today. See, Edo people, I swear, Igodalo of the PDP, whatever the situation is right now in the political calculus, it cannot probe Obaseki. It cannot audit him. It cannot probe him. Olumide Akpata in the political calculus right now cannot probe Obaseki. Why? They are all from the same political machinery. Both of them emanated. They are giving birth to from the same political machinery. So if you are thinking that is going to happen, then you must be the most naive. When a man who is now sitting in Aso Rock, the man sitting in Aso Rock said, he said, I will reduce your purchasing power and I will raise your taxes. People thought it was a joke. It's living up to it right now. In fact, it's exceeding, in an exceeding fashion. It's leading up to it. So also is a man that we have right now in the Labour Party. And let me say this up front. Being a supporter of Labour Party or supporting the candidate of Labour Party in Edo State does not make you obedient or more obedient than anybody. That's not the yardstick. And I don't know how I'm going to explain that, how I'm going to shovel it down the throat of some people to get that straight. The kindergarten will get that straight. That is not the yardstick of being an obedient. If you are supporting Akpata, that's your decision. If you are supporting Labour Party, that's your decision. Anybody that is not supporting Labour Party, it doesn't make you obedient. In fact, there is no measurement that we can even say that makes you even obedient in the first place. That's not it. So a man who wants to be the governor of the state has told you emphatically that he refused to be bogged down by numbers. He refused to be bogged down by numbers. That is his word, unquote. And when in actual fact, you can't probe a man for financial impropriety without being bogged down with numbers. It's not possible. So that is why I said this, it cannot even probe. So if that is one thing you are looking for, Edo people, forget it. It's not going to happen. That's why they are all from the same political machinery. And before you say Jack now, they will say, why are you comparing? Or they will start, I mean, the other way to put it, before you say they will be comparing Akpata with Alex Oti. A startling difference of day and night. If Mr. Alex Oti of Abia State today refused to be bogged down with numbers, I wonder how we will have had the impetus to probe or audit his predecessors. And I'm not going to assume, because I've said so, I've done it on this platform, it bites me. So I'm not going to assume on this platform, never again. I'm not going to assume. Bogged down simply means, I'm not going to assume that people know. Bogged down simply means, by the English dictionary, is something that is difficult and complex. That is it. That's a simple definition of being bogged down. So a man have told you that he refused to be involved in something that is difficult or complex, and such as numbers, and yet still, he wants to be the governor of a state where everything you will, if a state that is confronted as we speak right now with complex issues, everything you will do, you will relate with numbers. You will relate with, whether it is financial numbers, whether it is statistical numbers, whether it's the developmental indices numbers, it's all about numbers. And yet, a man said he refused to be bogged down with numbers, and he wants to be governor. And then you think that is going to probe. My brother, thank you very much, Mr. Alex. You spoke. In fact, you did my job for me halfway, and I thank you for it. All the problems of Edo State, this is not the man that will undo it for you. If you think that is going to happen, you are on another road of another big disappointment. It's not going to happen. No wonder. I'm not surprised when the surrogate of the Labour Party candidate, when they are talking, when you probe them on policy matters, they said they have highlighted it, and that is enough. They have trashed it. When you probe them further on financial competency, they said we are going into money matters during COVID, that they have trashed it. All of this pointing to one direction only. They don't want to be bogged down. They don't want to have anything to do with anything at all that is difficult or complex.
1 minute more, sir.
Like,
1 minute more.
Yes, like numbers. And yet they want to be the governor of a state that is confronted with complicated and difficult problems. Worse still, what makes it even so worse, when you tell them how the candidate of the Labour Party, as we speak right now, when you tell them about their policies, they will say they have itemized it. They said we shouldn't ask them, that we are bringing up another issues. What is the difference between policies that you have highlighted yourself and you explaining how you will implement or fund your own policies? So Edo people, on this matter, the only candidate, it is not about winning and winning at all costs. No, the only candidate right now is the candidate of the YPP, Paul Okuboa. He's the only one that is out there
Thank
who
you.
has the policies in place, who has stated it, how he's going to do it, how he's going to fund it.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
And and finally, just 10 seconds. Mr. Hike, I know you've spoken very much, sir, about Igbo people in Edo State, their businesses, their especially those in the spare part dealers. The only candidate that has gone to them directly, one-on-one, and addressed them is Paul Okuboa. Address their challenges one-on-one with solutions is Paul Okuboa of the YPP.
Thank you, Mr. Jonathan.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome, sir. And, you know, I just want to comment on your last statement about the candidate of the YPP being the only person so far who has gone to meet the Igbo traders. Just let it know that we are still under the campaign season, and everybody goes to different places, you know, one step at a time. I haven't seen Mr. Opolokuba go to Edo North or even Edo Central. But anyway, the next person is, I think is Mr. Odua by my screen. Mr. Odua, are you there?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. Good evening.
Madam Rita, Mr. Odua, it's not Madam
all the panelists, the commenters, the listeners, and the viewers. Good evening, Mr. Moderators and Mrs. Moderator.
Mr. Odua.
Yes, Madam.
Please, you know, I think you should try and listen. Like, you know, I was calling you several times and you kept talking. You know, that's not right for television. So when I call you, please respond. And I'm going to I'm still going to call you when it's 1 minute more. No, you kept speaking. It's not nice for TV. I just want to say it is me, not Mr. Najawa, that's speaking to you now. It's Madam Rita. That's what I wanted to tell you. So you have 8 minutes from now. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam Moderator.
No, it's Madam Rita, not Madam Moderator. Thank you.
Are you moderating or you just talk?
I'm moderating. So you're
okay, thank you. So my English is not error.
It's not about English, sir. My name is Rita. My name is not Madam Moderator. My name is Rita, sir. So please address me as that. Thank you. 8 minutes.
As the topic of today says, that the religion is the problem of the poor people of Nigeria, that is brainwashing them not to know their right thing to do. It is very clear that religion is the really problem that is deceiving the poor Nigerians not to know their right thing to do so that their life can be better. Because a man, according to the Edo people who are well educated and knowledgeable, as a governor who volunteered to be a leader, who came to the positions, instead of him leading the state for a better day, he started selling their property. And for the knowledge Edo people who are well read and well graduated or graduated from different hard grade of schools, said it is the right thing to do. That you have given him all your sovereignty, so it's hard right to sell all your property. What you need to do is just to have 10% or 20% or 30% of it, then you will not take control over that property that is sold. So it kept me wondering the kind of education that imparts in such people and they will give to others. He wondered that when a man has a house, he has right to keep his property and will sleep in that house without seeking anybody's opinion. He will take that property. But when you don't have a house, but you keep your property in another person's house, before you come back to come and take your property, you must seek the opinion of that person before you are able to enter the house and take your property. And this is what happened when a person who was supposed to be your governor sold your property to another person, which is not in charge of Opila's cement factory. Then before you make use of that factory of that cement, you must go and buy that cement before you can make use of it. And they say it doesn't matter how it will just benefit those people. How will another man property benefit you without you did not strangle yourself, beg and beg before that person can give you his property? So people who were read, were knowledgeable, said that is how life's supposed to be. You know, for we who does not understand how life's supposed to be, or who is not well read, who always think of the positive and practical, because we don't know theory or objective. We only know practical. Know that a person of right thinking that will make a better place don't supposed to be a lawyer by profession, or who call themselves Democrat, who will just come and say they have CV. They were chairman of this, chairman of that. As fast by a lawyer, a profession, you are a liar automatic. Then what you will be telling people is to talk them. And that is why you cannot give the idea how you will develop the state. But you can tell them, I will do this, I will do that, I will do this, I will do that, just like the way rain is coming down from the sky. You will just spread whatever language you learn from the white man, you give to them, you brainwash them, then they will go home and clap for you. Hey, yes, he has CV, he's well read, is this, is that. A true people that will develop your state, either teacher or a professor, or farmer or traders. Farmer is even better than those called lawyers to develop your state, because he plants yam, he know how to clear around it, he know that you must do a thorough job before that yam can produce for you, or corn can produce for you, or before you can have cassava to eat. He know the critical work you need to go through. But not those one who just went and read law, known as law, instead of they read lost, then they come and be lying to you with white man. That is why white man will come and tell you who discovered it, that River Niger, it is Mogo Park. Was our great-great-great-great-grandfather, we are not there before Mogo Park think of even entering any direction that he now know there is a leak that make River Niger? But these people, because they are brainwashed with lie, they will accept it. And that is why Bishop Kukah said that it is the religion that have been keeping Nigerians, for them not to take action against the rich people. And it's truth, because they brainwash these people not to know their left from their right. They will tell them, believe everything that is the spirit, that you need to suffer on this earth, you are going to enjoy where in no man ever know. So that is it. And that is what those who are well read, that is what they believe. And that is why they will tell you we are Christian or Muslim or this or that. But when Kenya were fighting for their life, they did not know if heaven exists or hellfire exists. They know that what you will enjoy is this life, physical. And that is why we, people of YPP, we are not desperate to become the governor of Edo State. That is why we don't bribe people. We don't have that money. We are not born with such life of grabbing power by fire, by force. But we will tell you the practical how your money will be used and where that money will come from. That is not to come and say, I will build hospitals in all local government, just like the way Obaseki we are shouting to people, he will make this with them. He tell you where the money will come from and how they will have that hospital. And it doesn't matter how the big or the hospital, you can easily even before room, make it together, but it become a facilities of where people have medication. And he tell you where we get that money from. These graduated people, these so CV people, this and whatever high brand of education people, can they explain where will that money come from and how they are going to make use of it? Do they even know the number or the number of blocks that will make one room? No, but they will come and broadcast heaven and earth for you, and people will clap along with them. Then the son will not tell us that the real purpose supposed to be in position, they are never not even be in the ballot post, so that there's no need of it. These people are the problem causer. Those who decamp from PDP, why do they left PDP? And they were in the government of Obaseki. Were they not eating from that government since there? They went about to become governor. They went and built one primary school. Is there no other dilapidated school since then? Why do they not go for it? Why do they not do all that? Then people will now start using Alex Oti and because it's Labour Party. If it is by Labour Party, those Labour Party of Edo State, why are they not working? Why are you not hearing their voice in House of Assembly or Senate or House of Representatives? Why are you not hearing their voice? It's by Labour Party. It is by who person are. Unless Oti is who and Los is, it is not by Labour Party. And when people say obedient, it's because they are out of rightful understanding of obedience. Peter Obi said, vote for any party.
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Peter Obi said, vote for any person of any party, but who are ready to work. If Peter Obi himself says so, then who is the follower that will now say, if you did not belong to Labour Party, you are not obedient? Well, for me, it is pity when the pity man fall into pit, when there is no one to pity him. I will never kowtow in the apoho. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Odua. There's something we need to clear here. We need to also inspire people that education is important, because every time you make a submission, you make it seem as if education is not important. Western education, and I'm assuming, if that's what you mean, when you keep pondering on education, the candidate you are supporting, the YPP, you've forgotten that he's a proprietor of a school. So that candidate is a champion of education. So if you keep lambasting people who have gone through the walls of Western education, you are contradicting what your candidate stands for. So I just want to put out there that education is serious, people, and it's very important. If you have the opportunity to go to have a Western education and also Orthodox education, good for you. But we do not promote that education is not good. Education is very good and very, very important. Thank you. I think the next person is
Madam Rita, please, before you go ahead, since you always have a submission of a minute after submissions, when the other people are talking, supporting your candidate, I will have to have at least a minute.
No, Mr. Jonathan, excuse me, sir. Mr. Jonathan, I am the moderator.
It doesn't matter whether you are the moderator. You have to be fair. I'm talking about fairness.
Mr. Jonathan. Mr. Rita, hold on. Mr. Rita, hold on.
Moderate on this platform.
Mr. Rita, hold on.
Excuse me, sir. I have to say something here.
You can just let it run. But once you are using a minute and a half on their submission,
Mr. Jonathan, you have to respect the moderator. He has the authority now.
I don't play around with that at all. When the people are also
Mr. Jonathan, why are you personal?
Mr. Black Panther and Mr. Jonathan, thank you, but it is not personal, because what I said, when you are talking of education, the way people claim to be educated is what I'm talking about. Do they not talk about teacher? Do they not talk about lecturer? If education is what people should understand the difference.
After Mr. Odua finish, and I'm waiting whether you also use a minute.
Mr. Jonathan,
use a minute when Black Panther finished.
Mr. Jonathan, calm down.
Please.
I'll interrupt you because I will not allow you.
I am very sensitive to fairness. Please, when you are not fair, I will call you out right on the spot. Okay?
Mr. Jonathan, you are doing something as if we are in a marketplace. She's an authority here now. Let her exercise her authority. Simple.
If such authority is taken, that shows that this authority is not good. And that is why that kind of authority cannot condemn the bad government.
Proceed, and let's see how it goes.
Are you done? Okay. I want to make something clear. I am the moderator, and I have a right to make a comment or two just to clarify things. And I also give you the opportunity to counteract me if I am wrong in my assumption or in my aspersions.
That's what I said now. You should have said that's fine now. That's what I said.
No. The way you went on me was
anything outside what you are saying now.
Excuse me, sir. You didn't even allow me to land. You just kept talking. Is it I commented on YPP candidates?
Margarita.
Yes, sir.
Please, let me quickly come in. Mr. Jonathan, I want to ask you, said Margarita commented on something. Did Margarita give somebody a minute or two to speak, or she was the one speaking? Mr. Jonathan.
Can you say that again? I missed.
I'm asking you. You are accusing her of giving a minute. I don't understand what is happening.
What I'm saying is this: that when I finished my submission, He took about a minute or thereabout to say one or two things about my submission.
Yes.
When Mr. Odua finished his submission, she did exactly the same thing. And I said, when other people that are supporting your candidate speak, you will give me a minute also on top so that I can also
No, Mr. Jonathan, no, you are very wrong on that.
Okay.
You are very, very wrong. And I'll tell you why. She's the moderator. She has right to comment on anybody's submission. You can't tell her which of the panelists she can comment on. If she want to comment on everybody, hold on, sir. If she want to comment on everybody submission here, she's the moderator. In fact, if she want to use for 5 minutes, she want to use, hold on, sir, please. If she want to use for 5 minutes to comment on every person's submission here, she have the power, she have the right.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that rule exists. You know why?
Of course, that's how it is. There's nothing like do exist.
Fine. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. I didn't know that rule exists. So whenever I have
like
opportunity,
if I'm moderating here, hold on, Mr. Jonathan. If I'm moderating here, you hold on, please. If I'm moderating here, don't you see whenever I come in to say something about anybody?
Mr. Elvis, you are neutral.
It doesn't matter. She's a moderator.
Okay,
it doesn't matter.
Okay. I've said it. I didn't know that rule exists. Now that I know.
The only right that you have here, Mr. Jonathan, if Madarita is giving Black Panther 1 minute to speak, give us Amade 1 minute to speak, and she's not giving you the same 1 minute. That means she's biased. If she wants to speak on everybody that is here, when you finish, you want to comment on it, she has the right to comment on everybody.
Okay, well noted. Well noted. I didn't know that rule exists. Well noted. Okay.
I can give it. I'll do 1 minute extra, but it's okay. The next person is Mr. Malik. 8 minutes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening. Okay. I'm here. Good evening, Madam Rita. And good evening, Nigeria Watch. Good evening, everybody in the panel, Nigeria. I take on this Bishop Matthew Kukah. You see, what he said is right. It is religion that stopped the poor in Nigeria from killing the rich. It's right. It's really right, because when you take a look at Nigeria people are practicing our religion, the way we carry our religion in our head. The Western Europe, the Western world that bring the religion to us, they did not carry the religion like that. I see no reason why every day you see somebody going to church every morning, evening. The same thing with Muslims too. They go to mosque, 5 daily prayer, understand? You see now what is happening in Nigeria now. Everything is costly, and there is no one intended to protest. And every day things are increasing. They don't even make attempt. They don't make plan to make peaceful protest so that the government will hear their voice. Rather, they go to church. Church is not going to give you food? You have everything in Nigeria. God said you pray for what you don't have. You have it already. The only thing you do, you pray for what you have already. You only pray for protection. You don't pray for it anymore because you already have it. I don't really understand that country, because the people there, we are the problem of ourselves. The guy is right, really, really right, 100% right. What are you praying for? You pray how many years? You have been praying for how many years? You have been praying for how many years? But still, Nigeria, every day, Nigeria is declining. If God really answer your prayer, why the economy cannot revive, cannot spring up? But you have been praying for how long? Won't you go and reason by yourself that this prayer you are praying God did not answer this prayer? I don't really know who do all these things. It's just like brainwash that we don't know what to say. Yes, because You don't pray for what you have already. You only pray for protection. God, protect what you have. Yeah, we have everything. We have what it takes to be the best country in the world. What are you praying for? Even the people that bring this religion to Nigeria, they don't pray like that. In Western Europe, here, you see somebody, he have never go to church once in a year. Some say they don't even go a year. Throughout the year, they will not attend church. If you tell them you are going to, they'll tell you, what are you going to do there? Is that they are laughing at you, they are laughing at you as like, this guy is mad, they don't know what he's doing. Yes, because if you take a look, they have everything. You see small boy, they are driving cars 16 years, 15 years, 20 years. They drive car, they live on their own house. But we Nigeria, we pray morning till night. There is nothing there. Nothing is going on. After we still continue the prayer. Look at now. When last year, when there was a 2023 presidential election, they were prophesied that Tinubu will not be swaying. The day of a negotiation, Tinubu will be arrested. That after arrest, the vice president of Buhari will take over. But today, who is the president? All those is not working. They are just brainwash people. It's brainwash. It's not working. They don't even reason that way. Somebody prophesied 1, 3, 4. It did not work. Still, you are still following this person. What is the reason? Why is the reason why you are following this person? We have everything what it takes. Everything is costly now. Why can't you make moves? Make move, protest, so that government will hear your voice. You have the right. It's not by force. Peaceful protest. They will hear your voice. Why are you protesting? You explain everything. Everything is costly. You cannot afford. But you are praying. God cannot come from heaven and give you what you need. Even though you pray, you must work hard. Yeah, just like you graduate. You cannot sleep in your house. You must go out and find a job. Even though you have a first class. Yes. I don't really know what is wrong with our people. We have a very long way to go. If we don't change this mentality, we cannot go anywhere. We can't. Everything is costly, but nobody they don't even make attempt to protest. Every day, things are getting harder. What type of people are those people? Why can't you organize, even though for your community, anywhere you started from? It's not till you go to the state or you go to the federal capital. You can start it from the village. They will hear your voice. But they are there crying. Everything is costly, they cannot afford. And look at what I watched today in a social media. One woman said that now most of the husband and wife, they are beggars now. Some of them, they are in the money, they went to the road and go and beg just to feed the family. Imagine. Nigeria, we have what it takes to be the best country.
1 minute more, sir. 1 minute more.
1 minute.
Yes,
Okay. We cannot go to farm anymore just because of insecurity and other thing. Thank you very much. I'm done.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malik. Mr. Chris Dublin, you are next, sir. 8 minutes. Mr. Chris, are you there? Okay, I think Mr. Chris is not there.
I'm here. I was trying to unmute. I'm here.
Okay, you have 8 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Rita, and good evening to you. And thank you for volunteering to do the moderation today. Thank you, everybody on the comment section. I greet you all. Happy Sunday to you. It's the last day of the weekend. I hope we are all doing well. And thank you, Mommy Diaspora, for all you do. And good evening to you, Mommy. We appreciate you from the depth of our hearts. Mr. Nanjawach, happy Sunday to you and your wonderful family. Yeah, it's good to take a rest sometime. And I fully appreciate what you are doing. Thank you so much, sir. May God continue to bless you and increase you from height to height. And the people on the panel with me, I greet you especially. It's nice to always have the opportunity to discuss with you guys and cross-fertilize our ideas. And everybody listening to us from all over the world, I say good evening to you all. So let's just go straight into the issues. I think what we have been trying to say on this panel is that we should try and avoid the PDP and the APC. And I was very glad about the video that Polo Kugbawa played, because we've been saying here that Obaseki failed woefully in terms of road. Now, another candidate is just elaborated how he also failed in terms of health. So if a government fails in terms of road and in terms of health, what else is remaining? Nothing. So that is why people like us, we have always advocated that Obaseki did not only fail, but he failed woefully. And if you look at the antecedent of Obaseki, he's a fine breed between the APC and the PDP. So by extension, the PDP and the APC, they both failed Edolites, they both failed Nigerians, they both failed West Africa, they have failed the Black world, because a success for Nigeria ought to be a success for the Black world. Nigeria ought to be that shining example. But the shenanigans of the PDP and APC has made sure that Nigeria, that ought to be the giant of Africa, has remained stagnant, has remained a sick giant. So that is why we are saying vote out the PDP and the APC and everything that represents these two parties, this axis of evil. And the obvious choice is the candidate of the Labour Party, who is Barrister Olumide Akpata. Before we delve into the reason why we should vote Barrister Olumide Akpata, Obedient and the Labour Party, supporters of Barrister Olumide Akpata, the PDP court judgment has been raising so many controversies. Although the PDP, they are saying that the candidacy of Asue Godalo was not annulled. Yes, they are very right in that the candidacy wasn't annulled. But what the court said basically was that the people, in short, the judgment was even given like in future tense, that the people that were excluded, they should not be excluded. That was because when that case was filed, they've not done the primaries. So there's no way the court would have annulled that primary, because the case was filed even before the primary even took place. And as at then, what's his name? Asue Godalo has not even won the primaries. So how would the court could have annulled the primaries that was not even won in the first place? So that judgment is in order. It is in perfect order. It is now left for the APC to do whatever they want to do with that judgment. Namely, for example, it's like somebody obtaining a visa. You have that visa in your passport, which is very, very genuine. But it was not discovered that when you applied for that visa, the documents that gave you those visas, the documents were all fake. So that was exactly what the court said, that the document that gave you this visa is fake. And the court did not say, we thereby cancel the visa. But for an average discerning mind, we understand what that judgment means. So if the judgment is not valid, if it is not causing ripples in the in the camp of the PDP, why are they running helter-skelter? All they are doing is just to kind of deceive the people, give their supporters something to hold on to. Having said that, the pastor that was just, I don't actually know what he was talking about, but immediately the God that told him that Asue Godalo is going to be the next candidate, immediately the God was not able to tell him the full name, the proper name of Asue Godalo. So I just left him. I didn't bother to listen to him again. Asue Godalo came exactly the way Obaseki came during his first tenure. Oshomole excluded all the delegates and handpicked Obaseki. It is the same template that Obaseki is using, but he forgot that Oshomole knows all the antics. They all know what he's doing. So if the PDP says that they are not bothered, they are just only trying to deceive you and I. The only person that can ensure that this imposition of candidates, this perpetual overlook of the rule of law doesn't continue in Edo State is the person of Barrister Olumide Akpata. of the Labour Party. I think Black Panther referred to his activity in Owan West, local government of Edo State, precisely at Ohomora in the Ulaya. You see, what just happened there demonstrate what we have been saying about the candidates, the persona of Barrister Olumide Akpata. See, his people, they were manhandled, and the man went there and he gave a stern warning that that shouldn't happen again. That is the kind of leader we are looking for. The person that can look into the face of these two devils that we have and tell them straight to sit up, because this was part of the thing that we lacked in the 2023 general presidential election, that we were robbed in pure broad daylight. So this is the difference Barrister Olumide Akpata is bringing. He's not just only there because of vote, he's there to protect every single person in Edo State against any form of oppression. That is what Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party stands for. He stands for social justice for everybody. You saw the way he quickly intervened in that issue, and he brought that issue under control. That is leadership per excellence. The first person, one of the videos that Nigeria Watch played was talking about the head structure, how Obaseki failed in the head structure and what he hopes to do. But what we are saying is that that structure is the structure that Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party has done before. When he was the president of the NBA, he introduced that kind of a head structure across the 36 states of the Federation. If he can do that at that level, then what else in the state level? Why can't he do that in the state level? By Olumide Akpata, he promised the people when he was coming.
1 minute.
Okay, I'll just round up. When he was coming, he said he was going to ensure that everybody gets quality health care. And that was exactly what he did. So the difference between Barrister Olumide Akpata and the others is that he's not just only promising what he's going to do. He's trying to let us know that he's going to replicate what he has done before in Edo State. So let's be wise, Edo-lites. This is the opportunity to take power away from the people that has caused poverty, that has caused sorrow, that has caused pain to the common man in Edo State. Vote by Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party is our clear path to victory, prosperity. Oh, and okay, let me just round up to victory and prosperity. So thank you, Madam Rita, and good evening.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chris. Yes, there's a point that you made when you said what Governor Obaseki did was what exactly former Governor Shomole did when he imposed. Yes, that's the key word, imposed. And our great Oba actually said, 2020 election, when he explained how Obaseki came and he said it was an imposition. And so what we have today is an imposition as well. What Governor Obaseki has done is he has imposed Aswa Ighodalo on PDP, impose them, whether they like it or not, whether the 381 delegates like it or not, whether Felicia Ibu likes it or not, whether Tenebe like it or not, whether even Dan Obi or the so-called PDP integrity group likes it or not, he would impose. That is the hegemonious nature of the current administration of Edo State. And I don't see any difference in Aswa Ighodalo's, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, they say. If somebody used that kind of style to bring you in, God help the people, that you're going to rule eventually, the kind of style that you will bring, that would be like Pro Max. So, I find it not frustrating. I find it so comical that people just deliberately refuse to see the handwriting on the wall. They just deliberately do that. The PDP and the APC, they're brothers and sisters. It's one hydra, one body with several heads. APC and PDP, they share the same DNA, they share the same blood, they share everything together. They just change faces according to anywhere belle face or where it's favoring me. It's just sad. That's why I said the people are wicked, and that's why they deserve wicked, bad leaders. But people will not hear what we are saying now. But anyway, let me go to the next person. Mr. I, good afternoon, sir. It's your turn. You have 8 minutes now. Thank you.
My sister Rita, God bless you. Long time. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Happy to see you here today.
I'm happy to see you, sir.
Greetings to my fellow panelists and those people in the comment section and those that are watching us around the world. My brother Elvis, God bless you and your family for all you do for us, for Nigeria, and for the world at large. May God continue to strengthen you. Honestly, my sister, honestly, I came in here today purposely for the program of yesterday, if I'm very correct, or day before yesterday. This issue of election has become too personal to the people in the platform. And I am happy that Brother Elvis is not here, but I know he's listening. And I want to thank him because he spoke about it yesterday. People are going too personal to this issue of the election. And personally, somebody like me, it doesn't augur well for me. If you want to support a political party or a candidate, it should not have anything to do with individuals, people, everybody that is here. But yesterday or day before yesterday was so personal that I was wondering, I said, what is actually going on? Are we really debating for the welfare of Edo people, or are we trying to make our voice heard by people saying, oh, we can speak good English, or because we know how to debate, or because we are too smart, or because we are too intelligent, or because we know we have stories, or we have history, or we have information, or we have data. We know how to go and search out that data. I don't really know what it is all about. I was working yesterday, I think it's yesterday, and it really affected me because it was too personal. And the same thing is almost trying to go on today. I mean, can't we understand that this is politics? The people that we are trying to kill ourselves, or trying to degrade our persons here, in the night they go to club together, they eat and drink together. And in the morning, they go to their different political parties and play their politics. Why do we just have to continue to degrade ourselves, all in the name of trying to defend the candidate, or trying to project your candidate, or trying to bring another candidate down by being personal to your fellow panelists here? At least let's be conscious of what we do. I did not go to school. I don't know how to speak big grammar. But the wisdom of an old man is with me. We shouldn't stop degrading people here. We should stop insulting people. I hear my brother Oko also Odua. Yes, every time he's talking about lawyers are liars. Is it only lawyers that are liars? Every one of us here are liars. It doesn't matter your profession. There are people who are not lawyers, but they lie more than the lawyers. They use their positions and their pen to steal the wealth of the people. Are you trying to tell me now that law is no more an honest profession? And you're talking about education. And you're trying to degrade somebody who spent his money, or by his parents sent him to school to study law, and now you're trying to say that law is a useless course for somebody to do because you're playing politics. For Christ's sake, when you have a problem today, you run to lawyers. If they are liars, why do you go to them? If you have a case in court today, you must go to a lawyer. You don't go to a doctor, a medical doctor. You don't go to an engineer. You don't go to a geographer. You go to a lawyer. If you don't like Olumide Agbata as the governor of Edo State, that's your personal decision. But you should not insult his profession. Do you know what it means to be a lawyer? For Christ's sake, let's stop this politics. If you don't have anything to say about the candidate you're trying to demarcate, please market your candidate. You spend so much time here talking about Olumide, but at the end of the day, they will tell you you have 30 seconds. You will only have 30 seconds to talk about your candidate of YPP. Instead of using the whole time you have to sell your candidate, you are busy selling other people's candidate. When Brother Evie said it yesterday, he said it yesterday or day before yesterday, he doesn't know anything about YPP because he's not anywhere. It's not an insult, but that's the truth. It is not anywhere. It's not this is not the only platform where you have people who support Olumide, but there are other social networks where they are solely for Olumide, but everywhere. So please, let's stop this. Campaign for your candidate. And my brother Jonathan is saying that he doesn't know that the moderator have right to say, to speak when somebody finish. You are not trying to be honest and sincere to yourself because you're not even on this platform. You watch television. You watch interviews they do on television. For you now to turn around and say you don't know, it is insulting because I know you know. He didn't give anybody 1 minute, but it's the moderator that was speaking. But now you're trying to let me know, Ike, that you don't know that that's the way it works.
1 minute, sir. Mr. Ike, 1 minute, sir.
So please, let's stop this. You told me also that the Olumide Akpata has not gone to any market in Benin State. You should be more busy with your candidate. I am following Olumide Akpata. I follow the campaign of Olumide Akpata. I am supporting Olumide Akpata. So I follow his campaign. I don't say what I don't know. I am not trying to demarcate your candidate because I don't know him. And I don't even want to know him because any vote casted for him is a waste because he's not going to win. It's a fact. It's not because he's not a good person. He might be a good person. He might be a very honest man who wants to do a better thing for Edo State. But this is Nigerian politics. We're talking about Nigerian political landscape. Where does he fit in? He doesn't. It's a fact. But that doesn't mean I'm not telling you shouldn't support him or people should not vote for him. No.
Thank you very much, sir.
So please, let's stop this personal attack. Let's stop this personal name calling and just do the campaign. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir.
Please, can I respond to him? Please, I need a minute to respond because he called my name. So I need to respond to him. Yes. So, Mr. Hike, respectfully, I disagree with you. Don't mischaracterize me. Don't misalign me. I respect you, and they say respect is reciprocal. Okay? So please don't mischaracterize me. Don't misalign me. When I say I do not know, it's a fact. I do not know. So don't misplace what I said. I have also moderated on this platform, and I never did that. So it is based on my judgment. So if that is the rule of the platform, so be it. That's fine. Now I know. So don't mischaracterize me, sir. Stop it. Otherwise,
thank you very much, sir.
Respect will be taken away. It is reciprocal, sir. Please maintain that line.
Mr. Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. You see, election, everybody wants the best, right? For Edo State, even for Nigeria. Now, this topic is Edo State. Everybody wants the best. Sometimes we go out of our emotional state and we forget. And sometimes it takes one person to bring us back to ground zero. I have noticed that since 2020, since the emergence of, I want to be specific here, since the emergence of Governor Obaseki from 2020, I have never seen politics being played so bitterly as it's being played today. Some people just carry bad energy. Yes, I'm saying it. I just feel Governor Obaseki carries a certain kind of energy that is not even, that is not positive. I'm just trying to be, careful with my words. It's because if you look at what happened in 2020, up to families divided. It never happened during Oyegun's time, or Lucky Benedion, or even at Shomole, or even Osareme or Simbo. It never. I've lived in Edo State practically all my life. I have never seen politics, such bitterness in politics until 2020 Governor Obaseki's emergence. Till date, that virus is still spreading. That virus is still spreading terribly. I think sometimes we need to sit back and just look at what is really going on. There are people that come into a house, the house scatters. When they go to another house, that house scatters. What does that tell you? There's a common denominator. And that common denominator, in this case now, I would say is Governor Obaseki. It was in APC, there was Wahala. Please mute yourself. Thank you. APC, there was Wahala. Somebody should please mute themselves. I think give us a mandate. Mr. Ike, can you just mute yourself, please? Thank you, sir. When Governor Obaseki went into APC, APC scattered into bits and pieces. When he now moved into the Yoruba, they gave him the master bedroom. He kicked them out of the compound, not even out of the house, the entire compound, out of the gates. Right now, PDP is scattered. What does that tell you? I'm just giving you a practical example, which you all have seen. I'm not just saying it hypothetically. It's what you people have seen. What does that tell? Is a common denominator. When somebody has that energy to spread, please don't interrupt me, please. When somebody has a certain energy, good or bad, and it starts to spread, it's an indication that you need to sit back and look and say what is really going on. He even infiltrated the Labour Party and now brought somebody as a deputy governor after kicking out the person who was supporting him. What does that tell you? So how do you think me, Rita, will not support such a person coming from that party? PDP can be a great party. It was once one of the greatest parties in Africa, but now it's as little as a Lilliput. Take it or leave it. That's the life of PDP of today. That is the life of PDP of today. And APC is following in line, because that will also become a Lilliput very soon, by the special grace of the Almighty. So, please, I just want to urge everybody. Everybody is all heightened because we're fighting for the soul of Edo State. We're fighting for the future. Most of us who live in diaspora right now, we are all lucky. Most of you have multiple or triple citizenship of wherever. You feel that, okay, you have somewhere that is safe to go with your immediate family, if not extended family. However, your blood still ties to where you are coming from, Africa, Nigeria, or whatever state you belong to. So you are fighting for the best for that state, because you know that time will come. Even your fifth generation that you think that you have in diaspora, we want to go back and see where they are coming from. And you don't want them to meet chaos. That is why we speak today. Mr. Alex, I forgot to say something. Please do not give up, because I know when you started, you are tired. Yes, it's tiresome. So sometimes I just say, oh my God, Mr. Elvis is such a great man. Mr. Elvis, you're a great guy. I tell you, you are a priest of truth. I keep telling you, because for you to come out every day, to speak and talk, to be on the screen, it's not easy. Even looking at the screen alone, it affects your eyes. In case some of you who work in the computer all the time, you know what it does to your eyes. But Mr. Elvis comes in every day. And I'm sure he's not just coming with this 6 hours talk. Prior to that, he's doing research. He's always online. Mr. Elvis, I see you. And I want to say thank you for the sacrifices that you are making. Let me not be like I'm taking too long now. Before some people...
I can have 10 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, 10 seconds. And after you speak, I'm going to give us some money to the next person.
Okay. I just wanted to reboot what Mr. Jonathan said concerning his candidate. And he said something that nobody has done it. I have it on record. I'm following this campaign like when a wizard follows someone. I have it on record. Olumide Akpata has done it before him. He has even gone further, and the Arewa group in Edo State, who is a PDP person, has declared for him. I have it on record. I have it on tape. And he has gone to the market. He grouped all the market leaders in the entire South, and he talked to them, and they agreed on it, on what the way forward. And they brought up whatever they wanted for the market, and Olumide Akpata assented to it, and they agreed on it. They are moving. So I have it on video.
Thank you very much.
Madam Rita, I have 10 seconds, please. 10 seconds.
I'll do 10 seconds.
Okay. Baba Ak, I give everybody respect. When you are talking of my candidate, you don't know him. Likely me, I don't know the Labour Party candidate. I don't care to know him. And if law exists as we are talking, because you live in a country where law exists, you say law. They have law in Nigeria. If the law exists in Nigeria, why are people crying? And why the rich are the one? Is it not when yesterday that video was shown that even the CGN or whatever they call him said that the law now work for the rich people, not the poor people? Is that how law supposed to be? Is law not supposed to be for everybody? Those people supposed to be above the law? But in Nigeria, did your leaders not above the law?
Thank
So
you.
you have lawyers.
Thank you very much, Mr. Odua. Mr. Give us our mandate. Are you there? It's your turn.
Sister Rita, you can give me 10 seconds?
Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead. Give us a mandate, please. Hold on a sec. Yeah, go ahead, sir, Mr. Ike.
My brother Odua, it doesn't change the fact that law is an honorable cause and is an honorable institution. You're talking about law, and you're not speaking about Nigerian law. We are speaking about lawyers around the whole world. Law is an honorable profession. If the Nigerian lawyers in Nigeria are corrupt and spoiling the country, that doesn't change the fact that law is an honorable institution. That's my point.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Give us our mandate. Are you there?
Well, thank you very much. Hopefully, at least it's come to my turn. Hopefully, you guys can hear me clearly. Thank you very much for all that you do. We do appreciate it. Greetings to Mr. Elvis and then to the panelists and commenters all over the world. I greet you. Thank you very much. You know, one thing is when people don't have talking points anymore, they resort into anger, bitterness. They resort into blackmail. They resort into character malaligning because they don't have a talking point. And I don't know, like I said yesterday, when we are growing up, they will give us market to go hawk. And so when they give you something to go and hawk, you are responsible for everything that has to do with whatever they give you to go and hawk. We all are here today because we want a better Edo state. And I've said it in my several submissions that Alex Oti is doing what he's doing today in Abia State because he has the empathy, compassion, and love for the people. And as a result of that, maybe we now have to we now have to save our country state by state. We have done Abia. Abia is succeeding. Now it is a do turn for us to save Edo State. And some people are still bent on the fact that they don't want the state to be saved. Please follow me carefully. Follow me carefully. They are saying that Edo will not be saved because they have a missing candidate that you cannot see. And some have said possibly that candidate may not even end up on a ballot paper. Well, whether it be there or not there, I don't care. You have a candidate, and that candidate is in the name of Paul Okubua of YPP. If you see him, please tell him I'm looking for him. You have a candidate in the person of Asue Godalov that told you he will continue from where the criminality of Obaseki stopped. That's where he will continue. Because as it stands today, Obaseki's government in Edo State is a government of criminality. Criminality in the sense that they got either 20 billion or 30 billion money when Oshomole was the governor. Obaseki was there. Even this Asue was part of that government. That money today, you don't know where that money is. And that's why you see erosion all over the places. And the wicked people are telling that they don't want Edo to be saved because they want Asue to become the governor. Some of them also are wicked because the guy from NMPP or MPP came here. The last time he came here was the first time he came here. We have not heard from him again. The other one came here also. Is the ACC. The last time he came here was the first time he came here. We have not seen them anymore. This is the wickedness of this man. At the end of it, they will collapse their structure and tell you we have collapsed our structure. When you know, I don't know, Madam Moderator, when you were writing exam, were you writing exam not to pass? Now they are telling you that election is not you don't go into election because you want to win. Hey, the last time I checked, Peter Gregory went into the last election because he wants to win, and he won the election. And that's why we are here, because we know that Olumide Akpata will win this election, and that's why we are here. So when you say election, you don't go into election because you want to win. That's fallacy. That is false. You go into election, it is because you don't believe in yourself. That's why you can spin that narrative. And that's what the Asologate came to tell us the first day they came here. That they go into election not because they want to win. Then what did you go and do? You went to waste resources, went to waste people energy, and they are still pandering the same false narrative. They are election. You don't go into election because you must to win. Hey, stop the evil. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Please stop there. You think I'm here to waste my energy? When the 16 years old boy or 20 years girl child in Nigeria have not seen anything called good governance, and you are saying you don't go into election because you have to win. So why do you go into why do you have to go into the election in the first place if you don't go inside because you have to win? And that's why you will not see their candidate anywhere. You won't see their brake lights. Black Panther, the video you talk about, I have the 3 of them. Only if Mr. Elvis can allow us, if you can give Madam Rita the button, please, to play video, I will appreciate it, because I sent you 3 videos that I want to speak on. Yesterday, I set them up. Yesterday, they didn't know. I showed them the flyer of Labour Party, Barrister Olumide and Peter Greg UB when he came to Edo State during local government election. And they told you they are now asking you, when did Olumide join Labour Party? That flyer is your answer. Now on the matter. The last time I told you minutes by minutes. At 15 minutes 00 second here on Nigeria Watch Media, when Olumide came here, he said Edo State is in the forefront of education. Edo State is in the forefront of education. That he himself is a product of Nigerian education. So, sir, and Olumide said, he said, I have not gone to school outside Nigeria, and there is no contemporary of mine all over the world that I cannot compete against. No wonder he proved it when he became the president of MB without having the title of a son. Nigeria education produced Barrister Ozebfo Olumide Akpata, and people are asking you what is education. You see another level of shame. Now they're asking you what is education. Olumide Akpata has just demonstrated that Nigeria education is a quality education. But the wicked people, the ones that will collapse their structure, looking for a way to make money, destroy education. And he said, I quote, he said,
1 minute left.
How many minutes?
1 minute.
Oh my God. He said, I will make sure that we get education in the right direction once I become the governor of Edo State. Policy. They will come and argue about that. Now you are now questioning the man that became an NBA president without being a son. Buhari, we have said it. We have put him where he belongs, if he so wish to do. Edo State, Olumide said here, and I quote, around 16 minutes and some seconds, he said, power is a catalyst to economy. And in my government, we will ensure that we stabilize that catalyst so that Edo State economy, he said, economy cannot thrive without power. It is so sad that I have to point you minutes by minutes, second by second to this video.
It's done. Your time is done. I want to ask a question. You said power. Please, you need to be specific. Are you talking about
electricity
power or electrical power? Electricity.
Electricity.
Okay.
That's what I said. Electricity.
Madam Rita,
Yes,
Madam
sir.
Rita, please, I need a minute to respond to some some lies.
No, no, okay, hold on, Mr. Give us a mandate. Your time is over.
Let me round up before they jump.
Okay, just round up in 10 seconds. Then after Mr. Jonathan can have his minutes. Going to our final. Going to our. Go ahead, Mr. Give us a mandate. 10 seconds.
No, I'm done. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
No problem. So, Mr. Jonathan, you have 1 minute to respond.
Thank you. I heard wonders they say shall never end. I heard another thing today that Nigeria education, Edo State education, is good, is the best. Please, if their candidate, Olumide Akpata specifically, can come out today and tell us where his children are schooling, whether in the public school of that same Edo State that he wants to govern, that they are now saying Nigeria has a good quality education. Are you talking about the quality education today or 5-10 years ago? Or are you talking about the quality education 30-40 years ago? Which is which? Don't mislead people. Nigeria do not have quality education as we speak. Edo State do not have quality education as we speak. And if they want to say they do, please tell us where your children, your grandchildren, your nephew or nieces, the school they are attending now in Nigeria, in Edo State specifically. Please, the public school they are attending. We would love to know. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, please.
Can I have 10 seconds?
No, excuse me, I am speaking. I want to say something. Mr. Jonathan, I cannot help it. Anytime you talk about your candidate or you talk against Olumide Akpata from the Labour Party, I cannot help but always remember the first time you spoke about different political parties, and you said, I think you were being sarcastic or you're joking, and you said that you support the Akpakomisa, and then you laughed. So anytime you talk, I always feel like, why is this guy just antagonizing Olumide Akpata? The passion in which you do it, you don't even do the same to the other political party candidates. And I'm just I wonder, like, there's something that you're trying to do here.
Yeah, because I know that those other political candidates, they just write them off. They don't have a chance.
But see, so that means Olumide Akpata has a chance, and that's why
they don't have a chance. And the reason why I am so categorical about Olumide Akpata is because of his emergence. I have stated that my positions are clear on this platform.
Mr. Jonathan, excuse me, everybody in the panel. Mr. Jonathan, you have always stated your opinion. The emergence of Olumide Akpata, his emergence, somehow you try to tie it with the leadership of the Labour Party and how Abure has disgraced himself and the Labour Party somewhat. But see, using that as a yardstick to attack him or to criticize him, let me use the word, to criticize him, excoriate him, in such a very passionate way, it just seems that it's just beyond that, his emergence, because everybody your candidate you're supporting has come out, let me finish, has come out to say that, they didn't like the way he came from nowhere and just hijacked, blah, blah, blah. Till date, nobody, including your candidate, has not been able to come out and prove it. What he said was speculation to say they shared some foreign currency. But however, the PDP candidate, Anselmo Jezua, who is also a delegate amongst other with Dan Obi, they have come out within their party. They saw the hegemonic process of how Obaseki imposed Aswa Godanu on PDP. You don't even talk about that. The one you talk about, there's no proof. The one that has
proof, Madam Rita, this is about it. Other people are doing that job for me. No. I don't need to entrench myself.
Okay, let's move along.
Please allow me to just rebuke.
Can I have my 10 seconds?
Nobody's going to rebuke. No, excuse me. Nobody's going to rebuke. I'm going to give it.
It's not rebuking. It's correction.
No, please. This is not a rebuke. Mr. Elvis has given me the authority, and I'm exercising it to the best of my ability.
He said something I didn't say.
Everybody, listen. Can you just listen to me? I am going to give everybody 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You can use that to do rebuttal, correction, or whatever. Or tell your candidate.
Madam Rita.
minutes.
Brother
Sir,
Najawa said one thing. He said we have enough time for ourselves.
You see, I
So
am
you
doing
must.
my way. I am going to give you
Okay.
guys 4 minutes again. After that 4 minutes, we'll go to the finals. So
Okay, thank you.
Let me. If you
no,
can allow.
I will not allow you speak. Mr. Give us a mandate, please. I will not allow you speak. So the next person who is going to speak now, 4 minutes.
You just said what I didn't say.
Okay, Mr.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay like that.
I
Don't
am
worry.
going to
Nanda,
give
leave us our
everybody
mandate.
4 minutes. Keep whatever correction or rebuttal you want to rebut in your 4 minutes. That's my point. So, Mr. Black Panther, you have 4 minutes starting now.
Yeah, thank you, Madam Rita. Thank you for good moderation, and thank you for taking authority of what you are doing, because you have the knife and the fork there. So I want to say something here to all everybody that has spoken. Mr. Ike, may God bless you, sir. I pray to possess the kind of wisdom you have used, because it's something we can all learn from. It's not a matter of you are not accusing anybody, but you are giving us a elderly advice for us to be able to articulate ourselves and don't take things personal. Because at the end of it all, we don't end up in their war. Thank you very much, sir. And I want to say something here too, to what has been going on. I have saying this to everyone. If you have a personal grudge with Olumide Akpata, with LP, you go out there, you settle it out with them. Because we are in a battlefront and we need to survive as a group. People don't really understand what we are after. They think we are after, oh, let my party rule, let my this rule. We are not after that. We are after the soul of one Nigeria. We are after the soul of Edo State, so that the enemy will not grab it again. That is what we are after. It's not a fight of, say me, I have big ego. No, it's a fight of truth, doing the right thing. And if you want to come outside here to say, Olumide Akpata have done something, I just need a fact from you that he is corrupt, he has stolen. I just need that fact from you. That's the only thing that can make me to step down. Nothing that we headlong we are like a moving train. And anybody that comes before us, we are going to crush it, because this is a revolution. We want to take our state back. And one thing, if you are talking about Okunbowa, the reason why I said, look, I'm a product of the struggle in Nigeria. I not only stop at association of school on the university level, I went up to the extent of National Association of Nigerian Students. That is why I have one thing in common. That is why I have that thing. I have nothing to lose. I have trained myself to be like that. I don't care about your money. If I wanted to make money, a lot of my friends made money and they are big boys today, but where I am today, they have not been able to step into where I am today, because I don't believe that man can make me rich. Because God has given us equal opportunity, equal right to attain to any level in life. And that is what I believe in. And I see Olumide Akpata as somebody that has the common sense, because all this ideal of policy, he has the policy, but his approach to this, so his own policy is no common sense. Example, I will build a local health center in every ward.
1 minute
simple left. And also, I want to say something here. The one thing I want to say that made me to say Paul Ubua will never win the election. One, the reason why I said that, listen to me carefully. If you are in a struggle and you baccanize from the struggle because of one reason that you can amend, and you go out there to form your own group against your group, you are going to lose. Mark my word, anybody out there that are into the struggle, this is what I just said. If you baccanize and you opt out of your group, you don't go in there because your group have an ideal and you are believing the ideal. If you baccanize, then you are tagged as a traitor and you can never win. Thank you, Madam Rita.
Thank you, Mr. Black Panther. Mr. Jonathan, you have 4 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Rita. I don't understand what people are talking about, taking things personal. I just don't get it. So if you are saying that, I believe strongly you are not talking to me. So you can take that to blazes. It's not to me you are talking to. Because I don't understand what you are talking about being personal here. Who is being personal here? You didn't mention my name, I know. You didn't mention my name, so that's fine. But I'm not taking anything personal. So if you are talking about people taking things personal, you have your reasons for that. You can deal with it yourself. I care less about that. I don't know Nnamdi Akpata. I don't care knowing him. As a matter of fact, I give no damn about him. I care about Nigeria. I care about Edo State because I know the fact that Nigeria is not existing in isolation. Nigeria is made up of states. I can decide to set up my business in Edo State tomorrow. So what happens there affects me directly or indirectly. So the idea that some people will be saying, you are not from Edo State, you are from Edo State, that is just so belittling. It is so down. So that just to set the record straight on that. If you are taking things personal, that's your own problem. After all, you don't. The only issue is that don't mention my name. Go on issues. I was the one here that brought up the idea of let us talk about policies, issue-based campaign. And then we got there. So when you talk of issue-based campaign, you don't expect that you will come today, you will say your things, and then I will just take it like that. In fact, it will go on and on and on, and you must be ready for it. The fact that you outline or you highlighted or itemized your candidate policy, it doesn't end there. The only candidate that have outlined his policies, not only outline it, tell us exactly, the video even played today gave credence to that. How he's going to get the money, how you are going to do it, get it done. It's not just about saying I'm going to build school, I'm going to build hospitals, and comparing NBA, the policies, health policies of NBA with those states. I have no idea what kind of comparison is that. The way the way and manner you run NBA health policies, then you want to bring it. In fact, it is so surprising to me that people even be doing that comparison. It doesn't add up. And when I said I'm not supporting the candidate of Labour Party, yes, one, because of emergence, two, because I gave the candidate the chance when he came to this platform. Who and who will you work with? You say you have practiced law for over 3 decades or almost 3 decades, thereabout. Who are the people you have worked with? Tell us, let us know those people, one or two. You can't. You are playing politics around it. The same politics you will end up playing if given the chance to run the state.
1 minute more, sir.
And then you want me to support that candidate so that it will be same old, same old. I'm not in for that. This is serious business now in Nigeria going forward. If you want to be a politician, that I will stand up and say, yes, I want to support, you must be able to tell us who you are. Not only that, what you have done in the past, who you have worked with in the past, who are the people that will work with you now. If you can't do that, it's a no-no. There's no ambiguity anymore. Those are the issues, not just only emergence. Those are the critical issues that we're talking about here. So I don't have any personal issue. If anybody's talking about taking things personal, that's your own grudges. Okay? I was the one on this platform that said, let's talk about issue-based policies, a campaign. Let's stick to that. Let's stick to that. And then we started. And then they can't bear it anymore. They just want to say, I'm going to build hospital, I'm going to build school, and then I will just enter house, as my sister would say. No, it's not going to happen. Forget it.
Mr. Jonathan, I have a question for you. Thank you very much.
Please, go ahead.
I don't know, who are the people that your candidate is going to work with?
Yeah, when it came to this platform, I asked each and every candidate that came to this platform that specific question. And my candidate, the candidate that I'm supporting, Paul Okugboa, on that particular day, I asked him, and he mentioned list of people that he has worked with. And he gave 2 individuals specifically. I may not be able to pronounce their name. It's on there, on the interview. He gave them. These are the people I've worked with. And I'm proud to work with them. And I'm proud to bring them to my government.
That's a political side. He lied. He lied.
What do you mean he lied? At least he said, see now, see, Madam Rita, let me just end with this.
You cannot interrupt, please. Black Panther, please.
Yeah, Mrs. Madam Rita, let me just end with this. Just 10 seconds. You see, this is exactly the issue we're talking about, and people will now be taking things personal. When you make a point, they don't have the strength and the capacity to absorb it. They will have to interrupt you. But when they are talking, they will flow. But when you make a point, they just don't have it to take it, absorb it, and
Okay,
then
sir.
use the
There's
next
something I wanted
opportunity
to
to
say,
talk about.
sir.
They don't.
That's it.
And
Thank
then
you
when
very
you now
much.
talk money, they'll say you are being personal.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jonathan. But there's something I wanted to make clear. When Olumide Akpata came here, when you ask somebody that kind of question, it's like, who are the people you work with? It's like you're asking the person about their resume to tell me where you've worked, and all that, and how can you bring those people? I can't remember anybody asking how you can bring those people into your administration. But
No, that's not the way. That's
no,
not the way
can
it
I
was
finish,
framed.
please? Let me finish, please. My point is, I remember Mr. Barrister Olumide Akpata, he has said where he has worked with. He even mentioned that, he even worked with the Benin International Council, when they
Madam
were.
Rita, that's not what I'm saying. Please don't spin it. You can go ahead. Please don't spin. You know what I'm talking. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about. See, Madam Rita, please. I'm talking about the people you have worked with. Who is going to be? Now we're talking about local government autonomy, giving the Edo State local government their autonomy. What do you need there? Who is going to be your attorney general that we can quickly look? By now, we should be talking about those people.
Madam Rita, can I come in here to correct Mr. Jonathan? Can I correct Mr. Jonathan?
You cannot.
Because this issue is very paramount, is very defined.
Please.
You need to be corrected.
Mr. Black Panther, please, and can you give me a minute, please? Mr. Jonathan, it's very easy for us to say who are you going to work with, who is going to be your attorney general. Even when Peter Obi was going for the presidency, people were just suggesting or assuming who he was going to work with. Being a leader is not an easy feat. Even if I have worked with you before, in the finance department, when I'm in a position like the governorship, it's not like you're working for the bank. You're working for like over 4 million people plus. So because who you work with, you probably know the person's character, because that's a major ingredient in the kind of people that you bring around you. It's their character. Anybody can write anything on their resume. They can go to 100 different Ivy League schools, but what's the content of their character? So I will not even, if I was in that position, I cannot even tell you to say, okay, this is the person I'm going to put
you want my vote, right? So you want my vote, right?
No, sir. No, we have to clarify something here, because what you are saying is that you expect Barrister Olumide Akpata now to tell everybody ahead of time, who am I going to work with based on who he has worked with before?
Yes, of course.
No, it doesn't
you
work
can't
this
put
way.
this away. You can't talk it away because you are so.
Madam Rita, can we contribute?
Okay, Mr. Black Panther, because there are other people in the panel.
Yeah, let me just 10 seconds. I'm off.
10 seconds, please.
Yes, I'm off. You see, let me address one issue. Like I said, a lot of us don't know the dynamics of politics in Nigeria.
Don't say that. Don't say we don't know dynamics.
Let me talk now. This man, let me talk now. Why are you always jumping on people? Look, you cannot come out here and ask me if I'm contesting that I should name the people you are going to work with. Sunek, I just left the post now. Nobody, he can never come out to say, I'm going to pick this man and this man they work to. That's a political suicide, because people have different kind of idea and interests. You don't do that in politics.
Jesus Christ.
You don't do that in politics. If you don't know your politics, go and look at it very well.
Oh my God, where are you getting this from?
You know what? It's enough.
The current Prime Minister of UK that emerged 72 hours ago. Let me just say this, Madam Rita, please 10 seconds.
No.
10 seconds, please.
Enough time, sir.
10 seconds, just 10 seconds, please.
Just 10 seconds.
Current Prime Minister, yes, the current Prime Minister that emerged just 72 hours ago, thereabout in UK. While he was campaigning, he told everybody who the finance minister, the Esquire, the Chancellor Esquire in United is going to be, and because of that, he won't vote. He won't vote. He's a lady now, the first woman that will be the finance minister in UK. That's how campaign is run.
Mr. Jonathan, your 30 seconds is long due. Mr. Kukah, you are next. Thank you, sir. You have 4 minutes.
Thank you. Thank everyone that has been spoken. Well, me, I don't know big English. As a Edo man, I always know Edo language and of the Nigeria language, which is known as broken. Well, some people are hate bent when they did not look for Okungbowa, as they are not in Edo State. Nobody complained that Okungbowa is missing, and they are hate bent saying that they are looking for our candidate, that our candidate is missing. And in other hand, because they are hate bent, they don't have issue debates of the real things of life. Then they start lying that people said they don't want to win politics, but they are just contesting because they are hurt bent. And that is why they can lie. Because nobody said they don't want to win. But what they said is that they want a betterness, that they are not in haste. Just like the people, the person we call principal, Peter Obi, said he is not in haste that he must do or die, but he wants a better Nigeria. And if these people are not hurt bent and they say they are following such person, they will have known first by saying obedience must be Labour Party. They will have known that Peter Obi himself said, choose a candidate that is good in any party of your choice. It does not say you must be Labour Party. And such people, because they are hurt bent, they refuse, they are dead by understanding what Peter Obi explained. And others say that when a revolution is going on, if you decide to move from your group and go to another party, and you will never win. And likely the same thing that happened to Peter Obi, because he left from from a PDP and went to Labour Party. So if that's what they are explaining to us, that people don't supposed to leave their party, then why are they advocating, or why are they campaigning for people? Because these people they are campaigning for, they have left from one party to another. So if these people are campaigning correctly, they should have campaign with rare fact of words, not trying to deceive people, and by that extent, they think they are telling people the truth. Because all these people that are contesting today, whether you were Labour, you go to another party, whether you from another party, you come to Labour Party, you were one party from one to another. So, like Olumide, they come from Labour Party, from PDP and become Labour Party. Likely Obokan Okunbowa left Labour Party and become YPP. Likely Peter Obi left PDP and become Labour Party. So people, if you are telling Edo people what to do, tell them with facts, don't lie to them. So for those who are insulting us that we are hurt bent, if you did not understand the language, and so because such people are hurt bent, that is why they will not call other people hurt bent. Me, I did not take anything personal because I want to see better Edo State, and that is why only thing I take personal there is the Okbila's mate, who will make it work for Edo people because I'm Edo's son. So who will make my property work for me, not to give it to outsiders and I begin to spend my money to buy it? Who will make me to produce it myself and make me to pay tax and do this to work in my land? That is only person I will take personal inside. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oduwa. Now, in the address of the Okpela thing, I want to ask you something. If you, let's say you traveled, you had a company, right? And you had boards of directors, and then let's say you traveled for some reason or the other for 20 years. You never came back, you never called, you find out how the company is going. And by the time you came back, that company has been sold to somebody else. Now, you do not know the terms and conditions. What I mean is the document in which that was exchanged between hands. You don't know the agreements that was written. So you coming back 20 years after, and then you see the company like, okay, I want my company back. 20 years after, it just don't work that way. It just don't work that way. Now, when you say that you want to find out anybody that wants to be governor, what will you do in recovering back the Okpela cement that belongs to Edo State, right? It will be disingenuous for someone to say, oh, I'm just going to, when I come back, everything's going to go back to Edo State. No, because anybody, if Governor Obaseki knows, Adams Oshomole, they know the terms and conditions, even up to Lucky Gbenejo, they know the terms and conditions of how that cement factory was sold. Even the Ewu flour mills, I heard it was sold to Pastor Chris or Christ Embassy. You don't know the terms and conditions. You don't know if it's under lease. You don't know if it's some certain percentage. So when you come here to say, Okpela, you want to find out, anybody who is not governor yet hasn't seen the books, hasn't seen the terms and conditions, hasn't seen whose signature, who signed, what did they sign for? Was it lease? Was it a final sale? Does Edo State have some percentage in profits? Who are the boards of directors, if it exists? You don't know. So when you come here to become repetitive and talking about who will recover it, it's like you're talking in the cloud. with all due respect to you. You're talking the cloud. So anybody now who wants to be governor now will tell you I will recover it back. That person is a liar, because that person is not yet governor. That person hasn't seen the books. So don't expect any candidate here to come here to tell you that they will recover it. No, I remember when Olumide Akpata came here, he said, until I become governor, I will see the books. I need to see, because as a lawyer, you know, you're very detailed. You know, you want to see what agreement was made, when it was made, who signed it. If there's any percentage, let me see the books before you make those kind of decisions. So every time you bring this thing, you know, it makes people, it makes people laugh. Like, what's this man saying? Because I'm just trying to make you understand. Nobody knows what was signed. Nobody. Next person, please. I think it's
Did
Malik.
you ask me a question? Because you asked a question.
I wasn't asking a question. I was making.
You said if I left 20 years.
Okay. Yes. I was asking you a question about the 20 years, and you come back. Do you think you can just recover that company back? Do you think I recovered? It's a question.
Yes. Let me answer you now. If I come back, I will arrest all those the board of trustees and the person that bought it. I will make sure I lock all of them. Because I did not give them, because I did not give them go ahead to sell my property. So I will arrest all of them.
Epa, you are talking like an Agbero, with all due respect to you. That is not how it's done. When they're legal, the laws of the land exist.
Madam Rita.
I said it's not. I said a company that has a board of directors now.
Madam Rita,
you were part of it. Yes, sir.
I agree with your point then. So don't you then think that the same scenario that you've painted now applies to every other project in the state? Where will someone who is campaigning, I'm going to do this,
We are talking about popular cement, sir. Let's not.
No, it's the same. No, you are talking about, you see, I'm not in government yet. I have not seen the book yet. That's the point I'm emphasizing on. So it makes what you said, if I want to go by that logic, because I'm not in government, I've not seen the books, I don't know what is happening, so I cannot make that call now. Equally, I'm not in government. I cannot say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, because I don't know the money the government has.
That is a different scenario, Mr. Jonathan. Let's not get it twisted.
Okay, no, anyway, let's leave it. Let's just leave it there.
Please, let's go ahead. I think Mr. Malik, yeah, it's your turn, sir. 4 minutes.
Yeah, good evening once again. There is what somebody say, our first submission. You see, no matter the cause, any cause you read, you can be the governor of the state. So far you are qualified. It does not mean you read agriculture, you read the lawyer, you read the economist, you read the accountant. You can be the governor of the state. What matter is this? It's not to have brain, it's to have wisdom. Wisdom, when you have wisdom, you have vision. Yeah, that is the major thing. Because when you have vision, you know what to do, you know how to guide people. Yes. It doesn't mean what you read. Even though no matter what you read, if you are qualified to be the governor, you can be the governor. But the only thing, what matters is this. When you have wisdom, yeah, you know what to do, how to put things in order. Yeah, it's not to have brain, but wisdom is what we are looking for, is what you pray for. That is the major thing in life. Because when you have wisdom, you have everything in life. You see, Edo State, I used to say this before, and I will continue saying it. You guys should change PDP and APC. We don't need that anymore in the state. Because how many years there's no improvement in the Edo State? All we see the same thing. There is nothing change. We need to change them and drop them, because we need improvement for the state. Look at what is happening now in Nigeria. There is no food to eat. Nothing is going on. Everything is declining every day. So we need new government in Edo State, so that if the state can transform to a good state, because Edo State is very backward state in Nigeria. Let us see if we change another party, if we can do well. Understand? I believe we can improve, because those people, they have been deceiving us for a long time. We don't need them anymore. We need other new parties, so that if something good can come out from the state. For now, look at PDP. They are in position in other state. They are winning us. But now, what is happening in the state? Imagine in Edo State now, IDP camp. Imagine we are not in a Zafara or where Boko Haram penetrated, disturbing people. But we have IDP camp in Edo State. Not only one particular place, most of the place. Imagine. What a shame. You see, we don't need those people anymore. Everything in Edo State now is going backward. Yes, how can IDP camp in Edo State? It's not only one place, like on via East, I read yesterday. Imagine. Let's change them so that if the state can be improved. We don't need them. We need other people to change the state. PDP and APC, they have been deceiving us. Yeah, we don't need A1. We need people that we know. Who we know that he can rule the state. He can transform the state to a better place. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malik. Mr. Chris Dublin, sir. You have 4 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Madam Rita, thank you so much for the good work you are doing so far. I think Edolites, the issues before you are very clear. There are no ambiguities about them. Thank you, Mr. Ike, for coming in at the time you came in. It was words of wisdom. And then fellow Olumide supporters, Black Panther, Give Us Our Mandate, Abdul Malik, and even you, Madam Rita. And I also greet the other people supporting our competitors in the next election. Good evening once again. Well, the problem is that a lot of people, they don't really understand what the issues are in Edo State. The issue is simply an issue of common sense. It is either we choose to remain where we are or move to a new place or take Edo State to a new direction. The PDP and the APC, they have caused chaos, disorderliness in Edo State, in the polity of Edo State. They've caused so much disorderliness, so much bitterness. And one of the missions of the Labour Party, represented by Barrister Nnamdi Akpata, is to bring order back to a disordered system. That's why you have so many reactions going on in Edo State, so many bitterness. I think according to Le Catalyst principle in chemistry, the more disorderliness you have, the more particles will react together. So it is this stopping of disorderliness that Olumide Akpata is introducing into the politics. Just imagine if Olumide Akpata was not to be in this race, what could have happened in Edo State? We remember what happened in 2020. And Obaseki is such a negative figure that we should do everything. Thank you again, Black Panther, when he said common sense. We should do everything from common sense to stop anything remotely or closely linked with Obaseki. And no matter how you look at it, Obaseki's tentacles is spread across these political parties in Edo State. The only person that can look straight to his face and talk him down is Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. Is it Oshomole Obaseki has fought with him? Is it Wike? Is it Danobi? Is it Ojezwa? Ojezwa that did them. Let me not even talk about Philip Schreiber, who refused anything that Oshomole said just to support this man, but yet he introduced disorderliness in the state. And now there's no way we can fold our hands and allow the surrogate of Obaseki to continue. That is why we have used our common sense. We have looked at it in all its ramifications. The best bet and the best option, the best person to do this job, the most feasible option from common sense is the candidacy of Barrister Olumide Akpata. He has the clout, he has the empathy, he has the skills, he has the sagacity, he has the ability, he has the wisdom. If it is power for power, he has it. He has the connection to take Edo State from the hands of the Jugadons back to the hands of the people. Barrister Olumide Akpata is service-oriented. It's not about running the state like a corporation. That is the style that Obaseki brought into the polity, and that is the style he's going to continue with. Let's not overlook this. It's a game of Godfather. The Igbinedions handed over to Oshomole. Oshomole handed over to Obaseki. And Obaseki wants to hand over to Asue Udalo. And each of these people, they have been doing the biddings of themselves. So don't ever in your widest imagination think that there's any person that will be capable of wresting power from this juggernaut, apart from Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party as it stands now in Edo State. We look at the facts on ground, we compare figures, we look at where we were before, we look at where we are now, we look at where we are going to, and common sense dictates that the best way forward in this labyrinth of the political quagmire in the state is no other person than Barrister Olumide Akpata. He holds the torch that can help us to maneuver these political shenanigans going on in the state. It is bigger than what you and I, what we are looking at. We are talking about billions of unaccounted nairas, millions of unaccounted dollars. Hidden, where do we know? We don't know. So those are the issues at stake. And we should understand that there is a cabal that has taken over the soul and the heart of Edo State. That is why in Edo State, if as basic as General Hospital, it has to be privatized. And you see people that live in overseas, they are promoting things like this, where you basically, there's arrangement for your health care. We have looked at what they have done in the road sector. It's in shambles. So if you put everything together and you really want to be truthful to yourself, you know that Barrister Olumide Akpata is the right man for this job. Then talking about the Uwelu visitation, I didn't really want to talk about it because even Barrister Olumide Akpata himself said he doesn't want to make this whole thing look tribal. Because when he went to Uwelu, some people are claiming he has never been there. The Labour Party team has been to all those places. When he went there, people wanted to start using. He said, no, this is not about the Igbos, so that people will not think he's using the Igbos because of Peter Obi, that he's campaigning equally across everywhere. So they shouldn't make that Uwelu's campaign special. That is the man that we have for the job. We want for the job. This is the man that means well for the people. This is the man that is ready to take Edo Light to the next level. And let's not forget, the last election has just demonstrated to us that in Nigeria, it is very peculiar. Elections in Nigeria is very peculiar. It's not just about winning the vote. You must be ready to protect and defend the vote. You must be ready. And we know what the APC is up to. We know what the PDP is up to. Both of them, they are going to fight themselves to death. But Barrister Olumide Akpata is the only person they are all afraid of. It doesn't staggers our imagination that the whole diatribe, the whole insult, the whole aggression is against Barrister Olumide Akpata. Even people in opposing parties, they agree with themselves. But if it comes to Barrister Olumide Akpata, it's problem. Everybody is after Barrister Olumide Akpata. Even when the PDP, they agree that the PDP has failed, but they still support the PDP candidate. Nobody speak against him. Nobody is interested. What everybody is interested about is Barrister Olumide Akpata. It is common practice. That is why if you are playing football, people look at the key players on the field. Those are the people that they plan their strategies to stop. And the key player, the Messi of our time, the Okocha, the Ronaldo, the Pele of this Edo State election is Barrister Olumide Akpata. That is why all the attacks, all the interests are thrown at him. And not just because of that, the people you guys are not seeing, the political powers behind the scene, they know what he's capable of doing. Somebody that can take on Buhari, can take on El-Rufai, the deadliest tribalistic politicians you have in the state. Somebody that can do all this. They know that if it comes to Edo State, he's going to take the cabals to the cleaners. It's going to be mindsmiths. There are not two ways about that. If we lose this opportunity to wrestle power from these people, they are going to consolidate because they know exactly what they are doing. It is the script that Oshomole used. That's exactly the same script that Obaseki is using. Look at everything that Oshomole did when he was governor. Obaseki repeated every single thing. The only thing that Oshomole has not done is the attack on the traditional institution in the state. That is the only thing. Every other political skill, every other political gimmick that Obaseki is using today, it is there in the playbook of Oshomole. All you need to do is to understand the politics of Edo State. If you understand the politics of Edo State, you wouldn't even be thinking of any other candidate apart from the candidate of Barrister Olumide Akpata, unless we choose not to be truthful to ourselves. This is common sense. We have a focus and a target. The focus is to wrestle power from these people. And I understand what Black Panther was saying, that everybody, yes, I'll round up. Can I continue? You muted me before.
1 minute more.
Okay. Everybody ought to come together. We ought to come together, because divided we fall, united we stand. We have to come together and fight this to a logical conclusion. Like Give Us Our Mandate also posited earlier. This is the only chance we have to rescue Edo State from the hands of these thieves of Baghdad. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you very much, Sir Chris.
Madam Rita, are you giving everybody 4 minutes each, or some people 6 minutes, some people 4 minutes? Is that the way it goes?
Mr. Jonathan, I want to pick the next person. Mr. Ike, you are next.
Don't disregard me. I just said something now. I'm talking about fairness. Don't give somebody 6 minutes, another person 4 minutes. So that's on record. You can go ahead.
You are being very anal right now, because even Mr. Odua, I actually gave him 1 minute extra. You know, it's
but this one is even more. I'm timing it too.
Yeah,
I know what I'm talking about.
I just left where I was.
Don't disregard what I said. I put out something emphatic.
I am not disregarding it. I'm
address it. Don't just say you can't treat me like that. You can't just say the next person.
Okay.
No, you can't do that.
I apologize.
And then move forward.
I think you're overstretching. You make your point is okay. I apologize if you felt disregarded. But if I want to make clarity, I just stepped up to where I was for 1 minute, and guess that's what the extra minute. As a moderator, I've even given you 1 extra minute sometimes, but you don't even know. You know, so please don't try to be too anal. You know, let's not deflect from what we're discussing about. You know, it's not about. There's no favoritism here. There's not at all. I'm not that kind of person. So please let's go into the most important issue. And if you feel disrespected, I'm apologizing. But I want to move ahead. Mr.
But be fair to everyone. If it is 4 minutes,
to everyone, and I think you have been disingenuous to me, and I think I've been respectful so far. You have been. It's not
too.
Fair. It is not fair.
I am too.
Now,
I just want fairness.
And you're taking the time of other people with this kind of questions that you're asking. 1 minute here, 2 minutes here, just 60 seconds. I've given you several times. 10 seconds, 30 seconds. I've given you several times.
You have the right not to give me.
You time more than any other person that wants to interject here.
You have the right, Madam Rita, not to allow me. You can do that.
Because these things are not very important, sir. Let's go back to the important topics, sir. Please.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ike. You have 5 minutes, Mr. Ike. Thank you very much.
I just want to correct when my brother Jonathan was asking about if there is good education in Nigeria, Olumide, his children and stuff. When Olumide talked about education, he used himself as an example. He said, and I quote, you can go back to any channel you want. He said, during my time, we have a good education. That's why I did not study outside the shores of Nigeria. But presently, the people are studying, sitting on the ground in Edo State. He's talking about bad facilities about education in Edo State. So when he talked about education, he used himself. He said during his own time, they schooled in Nigeria here. He never schooled outside. But presently, the education standard in Nigeria and Edo State is nothing to write home about. So I just want to put it there for us to understand what he said. My only appeal is to my brothers and sisters in Edo State. I don't want Edo State to fall the victim of Imo State, where I come from, which is Hope Uzodimma, the governor of Imo State presently today. My state, we are suffering. We have suffered for 4 years, and we're going to suffer another 4 years in the hands of Mr. Hope Uzodimma. I know that Edo people are very sensible people. They play politics the way they play their politics. And I think that at the end of the day, they will make a wise choice for Edo State. I believe and I stand firmly with Mr. Olumide Akwata. And with Mr. Olumide Akwata, Edo will be okay. All the whole political parties, they have a problem. They have wranglings in their parties. The emergence of all the whole political parties, not only in Edo State, in almost in the whole state. It has never been a real democratic, in-house democratic primary that has been done in any political party. And that is one of the reasons why you have the politics that is going on in the Labour Party today. That's what Mr. Peter Obi is fighting. That is why you see fragmentation in Labour Party, because he stands his ground. He wants internal democracy in Labour Party, and that is what he's fighting. And you can see all those noise, all those talk that have been said. He has started to make that reconciliation. It's going on gradually. It's not going to be easy. It's never going to be easy. So the fragmentation or the problem or the crisis in Labour Party is not peculiar to Labour Party. It's in PDP. We are talking about PDP today, right? The people that went to court. And PDP is telling you their candidate is still there. If your candidate is still there, why do you want to go to appeal? If it is okay, if he's not, if he still qualified for the election, why do you have to go to appeal? You know, so it's better for him to remain and, you know, so that he don't go to appeal. So, but this is what it is. In the APC, it is not even the best. You know, it wasn't even the best. Even up till now, the APC, 75% of members of APC in Edo State don't support their candidate. So there is nowhere that it has been easy. It's the same thing. But at the end of the day, after primary, people reconcile. The parties reconcile themselves and form a common front. And if you decide you cannot be part of it, fine and good. Everybody has their fundamental human right to make a choice of what they want for themselves. So those who left Labour Party to join other political party or to form their own political party or become a candidate in other political party, I have no problem with you. It's your personal choice. It's your right to make that choice, you know. So, but at the end of the day, I believe that we need a fresh start in Edo State. And I think that Olumide Akwata possesses the quality, the character, the capacity to be able to build the new face and the new start for Edo State. Because if Edo State, the heartbeat of the nation, we need to see what is going on in Abia State to, you know, be the same thing that is happening in Edo State. It's not going to be easy, but we know if everything is free and fair, let the people make their choice and let people decide who will be their governor by September this year. But for me, and with my people and the people that I know that are in Edo State, my people and some of my Edo friends, I know everybody's working hard for Olumide Akwata because he's the best candidate. He's the only candidate that cannot be threatened by nobody. You saw what happened in one local government. He saw his address to the people. You know, I don't want to, like I said here, I am 1000% supporting Olumide Akwata. So there are so many platforms. I'm not supposed to come here to begin to boast, but my brother, Black Panthers, has told you the videos. I saw, it's what I saw. I have all of them and I follow it. So I think that, yeah, I want to stop. So Sister Rita, I want to thank you for your patience. You know, this is platform. So sometimes it can be hot and sometimes we can go above. But at the end of the day, thank you for, being able to manage us today. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate you too. And then finally, I'm going to give us our mandate. You have 4 minutes, please.
I have how many minutes?
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
No worries. I mean, I understand how it plays. No worries. We'll roll with it. Thank you very much. Well, I mean, we can laugh and laugh and laugh. When a house is not settled, they bring their dirty linen to come and wash outside. YPP. Whoever you have that is representing you, they are not doing well. And you as the candidate, we are also looking for you. Wherever you are, they are looking for you. But I mean, So in my first, Mr. Hike, thank you very much again. You know, people just want to listen to what they want to listen to. There's difference between information and communication. In my show, I gave information and I communicated it to the people. Thank you very much, sir, for saying it again. Please listen. It's just so sad that we have to now point you to the videos and also to iterate what we said. You cannot change our words. This I just told you what to say about education. You are trying to change my word. You no go work over here. You no go work for here. Olumide Osaigwu Akpata, na my guy. We full chest. Now the guy will sabi the job be that. No be some people will say you no see them. They don't enter house. Before election start, they don't enter house. Olumide told you, and I align it for you, minute by minute. Mr. Ike, once again, it is good to have you here today. It was very, very interesting to have you here today because your elderly wisdom and helping to correct some false narrative of these people just shows that, man, these guys, they don't know what they are doing. Instead of you beating people, trying to beat everybody around, fight for your candidates. That's how you do it. What do you mean Akpata full ground? Is it video you want? I gave you 3 today. Tomorrow we bring more. They asked me yesterday, can you give us video? You can't even give video of your candidates. Come on. You have to wait to go. Yeah. Edolite.
Oh.
Listen to me. Barrister Olumide Osaigwu Akpata is a man for the job. When it comes to education, he told you what he will do. When it comes to electricity, he told you what he will do. When it comes to road, and in fact, I gave you a wonderful analysis of farm to market road. He told you how he's going to do it. Don't let some cheap people try to characterize the good image of Barrister Olumide. Yesterday, we put them again into where they belong. Olumide was one of, in fact, he was the chairman of the steering committee that will be to Edo State during local government election. Thank you very much. Edolite, vote Olumide Akpata. He's the man for the job. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Yes, we've come towards the end of the show. I'm going to give everybody 30 seconds. I repeat, 30 seconds to say whatever you want to say. For my final note, everybody keep speaking for your candidate, keep educating people with facts, of course. And it's one love at the end of the day, it's one love. We're fighting for the soul of Edo State right now, as per the election coming. And for me, I think, I know, not that I think, Barrister Olumide Akpata is the best bet for us, is the best candidate right now to be the governor of Edo State come September 21st. And I'm believing that the people who know the truth, the people who know what good governance is, the people who want real change will vote for Olumide Akpata. No matter what the APC and PDP does, no matter what they put out there, the lies and the propaganda, the tricks, because take it or leave it, they're all what they call the old pussycats. They know all the tricks of the game. But however, we still kind of know it too. It's just that they have, we are kind of limited by constitutional powers in which they have, but however, our fundamental human rights must stand and the truth must stand. Edo people are known for standing for their truth. They cannot be intimidated. And I believe everybody who supports Olumide Akpata cannot be intimidated. Even looking at the man himself, with all what Governor Obaseki did with the and his thugs, and with the billboards and what happened in Onwan, the fight and all that, the intimidation is, it's just giving us more strength and more power. So I'm urging every Edo people, please, we are sick and tired of being sick and tired of APC and PDP tricks, their rhetorics. We are sick and tired of it. Let us try Barrister Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. That is the best person for the job. Take it or leave it. That's the best person for the job now. Let us try him. He has been tested in a very sensitive profession, the NBA, Nigerian Bar Association, which is the largest in Africa, you know. So please, my people of Edo State, do not vote for anything APC, PDP. That is just bad taste for us. We have been through the trenches. We have seen pain. We have seen abandonment. We have seen intimidation. Now is the time for real change. Now is the time to stir Edo State, the entire state, not just Benin City, not just Biscuit Road, not just renovations in the name of they are just paint a building and they tell you, oh, we build this, we build that. We are still in the same, we're still suffering the water storm project issue. We're still suffering flood. You know, people cannot afford primary health care. So please, we are sick at that. There's nothing they can do for us right now. Whether they're educated or uneducated, we have seen it all in APC and PDP. We have seen it all. We have seen it. We have won the t-shirt. We have cried. We have laughed. We have argued and we have fought. We have seen it all. Now is the Labour Party. Olumide Akpata is your best bet. Thank you very much. And I want to say there's no bitterness here. I love everybody equally. We just have diverse views, and which is good. It's good for society so that people can see things from different perspectives. However, when we're criticizing, we need to say the truth. Not because you want to support your candidate, you just bring in lies or you twist and turn situations just to score a political point. It doesn't work that way, and that's why we're in this kind of program. People like me and all of you out there setting the record straight, setting the facts straight. Thank you very much for being patient with me. Thank you, Mr. Elvis, my lovely mommy diaspora, my erudite people of the comment section and the panel. God bless you all. I'm just going to give everybody 30 seconds each. You can say anything you want to say, anything from the topics, election or whatever. 30 seconds.
Look at 1 minute now.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm ending the show right now. If you look at the private chat and you see the message, so it's ending now. So I'm going to start with Mr. Black Panther. 30 seconds, please.
Okay, I want to thank you for a good show. And I want to say this here. I saw a great man marching towards the streets of the great Benin Kingdom. And as he was coming down to meet with the people, the patriots, the future of Edo State came in confrontation with him and said, Olumide Akpata, you are the man. Olumide Akpata walked towards the future of Edo State. And he told him, what did you say? He said, Olumide Akpata, you are going to get into government house. He said, repeat that again. I didn't hear it. He said, I say, Olumide Akpata, you are getting into government house. That is the future of Edo State that spoke to him. And Olumide did what? He said, look, man, take this placard and preach this gospel to your people. And that was it. That was the future of Edo State that spoke to the great man. That want to take the flag to where we need to be. God bless our King, Oba of Benin, and God bless the entire Edo light. God bless every patriot that want to see that Edo State change for the better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, please, 30 seconds.
Thank you very much, Madam Rita. Thanks for what you do. I just want to say this again. There is no issue, nothing personal. But the people that are saying some other people are going personal, they are the ones that are going personal. I just don't know why. Calling people names. But when you now go their way, they will not, they can't take anything. Calling people cheap people, using words, calling people cheap people. It is social media where anything goes, where people that are not on a normal setting. If you want to go personal, we can do that, but I'm not going to go low with anybody. I don't know who you are referring to as cheap people. Is it the people on this platform or the callers or those at the comment section who are cheap? Who are the cheap people? And people will say some people are going personal. What is going personal if it is not that? And nobody will address that. We're not stupid. This is politics time. Again, this is social media. Anything goes. People that on a normal setting, you can't even see, you are not even near. They talk, you are going personal. But we leave that at that. It's politics. It is for the people of Edo State. The right candidate is Paul Okugowa of the YPP. He has spelled it out. He's the only one, the only candidate who said what he will do, how he will get the money to do it. Pure and simple. That is politics for you. Pure politics, transparency politics, democratic politics, not politics of ambiguity and not politics of deception. Thank you very much. I really appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much. And then Mr. Oduwa, you're next. 30 seconds.
And thank you. Well, let me say something. The cheap people, the Labour Party, the people that are representing you, that are speaking for you, the cheap people that are speaking for you and are not representing you where, and you are missing, we are looking for you. So we are looking for a candidate, Labour Party candidate, because it's missing of the race. So the best person in Edo State now we know is YPP for Lukungbawa, who have demonstrated it, who demonstrated just like the way Ali did, just like the way Ogbemudia did, and is still doing it, and is the best candidate for the governorship election, and is the one that will take Edo State to the level they are looking for. Please don't vote for PDP or APC because these are the people who drag us down. But YPP is the solution to Edo future. And I can see with YPP, Edo is the greater highest and it will be greater than the Dubai. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Okay, the next person, Mr. Malik. 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, good evening once again. Edo State, you people should not be deceived this time around. Let's vote for the right person, because we have been deceived for a long time. I believe Olumide Akpata can do it. Yes, he can do it. Let's change party for Edo State and vote for LP. I believe he can do it well. Yeah, you guys should not be deceived this time around, because they have been deceiving us for a long time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malik. Mr. Chris Dublin, 30 seconds, please.
Yeah, well, Madam Rita, thank you for successful hosting of this platform today. Well, I don't like we said before, there's no need for any highfalutin stuff. The choice between us is either to remain where we are or we choose a different course. And now the course ahead, the pathway ahead is a crooked road, and it is dark, it is slippery, it is wet, and then the only person that has the lights to take us through this dogged labyrinth of wasted pathway is by Olumide Akpata, because he has the ability, the capacity, not because we want to say it, because he has demonstrated it in the past, he's doing it now. Because of that, we have to trust him that he can do it in the future. That is why I've been telling us here, we know what's going on in Edo State. Common sense dictates that we use common sense in this situation. And that common sense is to choose a candidate that can wrestle power from these two people that have destroyed Nigeria, Edo State, and West Africa, even the entire black race. And that person is by Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party. His ways are clear. There are no ambiguities, no corruption charge. People can say whatever they like, but we say, bring the evidence and let's look at the evidence. As long as you have not brought the evidence, everything is at best conjectural. Vote by Olumide Akpata of the Labour Party.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. Mr. Ike, sir, it's your turn. 30 seconds, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sister Rita, my brothers and my sisters in the panel. It has been a wonderful day being here, sharing ideas and learning from each other. And I pray that the new week that we are entering from today will be a better week for every one of us. And I hope that we continue to live by example wherever we have found ourselves, remembering that it is only love that leads. You know, with love, we can overcome. It doesn't matter what we feel or what we think. At the end of the day, we are all Nigerians. We are all fighting for everything. No matter wherever you live in Nigeria, wherever you are going in Nigeria, there are almost 75% that you have to pass through Edo State. So that's why we all have invested our interest to make sure that Edo State enjoy the good governance that other state people are enjoying today by the grace of God. I think Alex Oates is not about Labour Party but he was, because he's a man of sympathy, he's a man of honor, and he's dedicated to work for his people. And I believe that anybody that is following him should be able to do same. So I think as the campaign goes on, they will storm Edo State. They will storm Edo State for Olumide Akpata to show solidarity. Because the train is moving and nothing is stopping the train. God bless all of you and enjoy your new week.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Finally, we have give us our mandate. 30 seconds.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hopefully, you can hear me clearly. Thank you for the well done job today. Thank you. Appreciate your time for all that you do. Edo Lights, make una come listen to me. For this election, where we won't go choose our governor. So make una open our eyes well. PDP na people deceiving people. They don't deceive us enough. Make we throw them out. APC na association of people of criminal mind. They don't play us wayo too much. They don't even come do and reach and today. They don't say them sweep Edo State, Edo no clean, throw away them. The only viable candidates we will get na Barrister Olumide Ozawa-Kwata of Labour Party. Mama, Papa, Pikin. Real people now won't come on board now. And that's why they fear they catch them, say, the real man for the job they come. So then they fear because they know, say the guy they bring better government, come for Edo State. He go respect everybody for Edo State. He go give us water, road, light, education as we want them. But these people, they no fit stand down. That's why they want tarnishing image because their own candidates they miss. You know, say Olumide Akwata don't they go everywhere. The last one where you go, they won't fight him. But the guy full ground. Then say they want my line in character. But the guy rejects that. He rejects them with full force. So my people for Edo State, make we allow Barrister Olumide Ozawa-Kwata be our governor. Now him be the man for the job. Make we allow him. With Olumide Akwata, Edo State go dey okay.
Thank you.
Olumide Akwata, Edo State go clean. Bini go clean.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we're getting to the end. I'd like to say something very quickly. Mr. Odua, I know, I think when you made a submission, I asked you a question about recovering Opala, and I said that was like an Agbero style. I want to apologize. I didn't mean that you are an Agbero at all. And if you find that offensive, I am apologizing to you. I'm very, very sorry. And I just want to tell everybody to have a very, very lovely week and just be kind to people. Make sure you are kind to somebody today. This week is going to be a great week for every one of us. So stay positive, vote Labour Party, vote Olumide Akwata, reject PDP and APC. Have a lovely evening and have a lovely week. So see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you very much, Amrita. We appreciate you.
Bye. Mommy Diaspora, I love you, Mama.
Yeah, you guys should sleep. Olumide Akwata, dream Olumide Akwata, and come up alive with Olumide Akwata. I love you all. God bless you.
All right. Bye. Bye, everyone.